Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, your host, Mr. Detroit, the co-host over there, Mimi in the building.
If y'all only knew the conversation that was being had about hot porn. Before we, But yeah, I'm good. How y'all doing today?
We doing good.
Hey, Gregory Scott. How you doing, G? The other G? G Fant.
You all right? I'm good.
Everybody good.
I'm hurt. It's Friday. I can't complain.
Man,
You hurt?
So glad.
I'm her. I'm here.
Okay.
Here.
Okay.
I'm here.
Good accent back
Here.
Mark, how you feel over there?
Great, dog. I'm great, man. I'm ready to unveil this big situation next week that we done got ourselves into and shit at 7 Mile Radio.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Amen.
God is good and everything, and
definitely.
and we gonna speak Tito's endorsement in here, and we gonna call it out, and we gonna call those things as being out as other. Tito's, you got to come, man. You got. Where we at? Tito. Man, hold it up so I won't drop. Tito's, you got to come and endorse 7 Mile Radio on Detroit Stand Up Podcast. It's only right that you bless us. Because we've been blessing you. So
Ain't nobody tagged them yet, though.
I've been tagging their ass left and right.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Everything that I do, I've been tagging. So we're going to keep on speaking. As a matter of fact, thank you for, bam, let me tag him right there. Bam, there we go. We on
Black
there.
boot. Yep, there you go.
So hopefully everybody doing good. It's a beautiful day out there.
Beautiful.
Day. Mimi, what you got going on this weekend?
I'm working. It's back on the grind. I'm tired as hell.
Okay.
All that good shit.
Got you. G, what you got up, G?
Changed my brakes on my car.
Okay. Fixing shit. Anime. Look at you. The only motherfucker that can really fix some shit.
You can't say them two in the same sentence. Anime and fixing shit.
You really can't.
They
Why?
usually don't go together.
Obviously, they do.
It's real.
His dad probably fixing them joints
Nah,
for him,
bro.
or something, or his brother, somebody like that.
It's real.
I do my own shit.
Okay.
The
Ain't
truck
no
you
wrong
drove to
with it.
Ohio, I fixed those brakes.
You say what?
The truck you drove to Ohio, I did those brakes.
I think you went to a shop and done that. But I appreciate you.
Damn, at least give him his props if he did do your shit, but
He said, I think he went to the shop.
Yeah.
You said the shop?
Yeah. Shop right there on 9 Mile. This went right around the corner. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going too far. Definitely ain't going
I
too
got
far.
my own tools, own jack, own everything. I do my own shit.
Got you.
Amen.
And then we see the Lions over here. I'm gonna go in with these weak ass, bubble ass, soft ass people right quick.
With nice asses. Yeah. Nice, muscular, firm. Not too jiggly. Nice ass.
Whose phone is up? Somebody's phone.
Nice asses to the point where they gonna be.
An ass on a man, a nice one is wonderful. And it ain't bigger than yours, and it ain't all shapely like a woman's.
Okay.
Woo!
Yeah, buddy.
A thick one, a nice
Yeah.
thick one.
So we got the Lions
Ooh,
in my prediction. We got the
yeah.
Lions
See, that's
in my
what I
prediction.
think about when y'all have football on
Yeah.
the screen. I don't think about none of that other shit. I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
I just know about ass, thighs, and dick. Okay, that's all I know about.
Lions going 5-12
And
this
tight
year, man.
gray pants.
They're going
Damn.
5-12 this year on behalf of the Ford family and everything. They
Say
first
five?
they only gonna win 5 games. And
Five games.
5 games.
Now,
5
Dan,
games.
you usually be the last 2 years, man, that I've known you, Dave.
I've been on point
You've been like the wizard of the Lions and shit. As far
because
as
they've been trash. The only time they're gonna win, the Ford family gonna have to sell the team. That's the only way they're gonna win. The Ford family is going to have to sell the team. So I'm gonna run this down real quick. They played Philadelphia. That's a loss. Then they played Washington. That's another loss. They played Minnesota. That's a loss. Seattle, a loss. New England, that's a loss. Now they got a bye. A bye means that they don't play that week. So they going 0-5 real quick. Then they play the Cowboys. That's another loss. That's Miami. They going to beat them. Green Bay. They going to lose to Green Bay real quick. Chicago Bears. They going to beat them. The New York Giants. They going to beat them. Buffalo, they going to lose. The Jets, the Jaguars, they going to lose. Minnesota, they going to lose. The Jets, they going to lose. The Panthers they gonna lose. The Bears they gonna lose. Green Bay they gonna lose. There we go.
Damn. So that first 5 games they're gonna lose.
They gonna go 0-5, and you got these suckers out here think that they really gonna win, like they really gonna win like 10 games, or they gonna make it to the playoffs. They never gonna do that.
I ain't understand shit. He was just saying, I just blacked out for a good 5 minutes.
But now you get back
know.
on that ass over there, because the ass be full
No,
up.
I'm past it now. Yeah, I'm past it.
So, you know, and okay, there we go. And
Crispy.
yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
And in all that, this Irv Gotti thing.
Oh,
I gotta get this out. I gotta get this out
now
real
you
quick.
know I'm so glad you brought this up.
Oh my goodness.
Cause you know I got a whole lot to say about this.
Right. So Irv Gotti. I mean, I fucks with Irv Gotti.
Do you?
Yeah, I definitely do. I don't. First of all, if Irv Gotti came how he came, as far as like,
Irv Gotti's a bitch. You're a bitch.
for expressing his feelings.
Bitch. You're a
For
bitch.
exposing his emotions.
For exposing a young lady.
just-
He's been expressing his
For
feelings.
putting
Man, come on,
her
you don't
out there
kiss and
for
tell,
not
man,
covering
and
her.
That was
This
some
is why
bullshit.
we
That
don't.
was some hoe
This
ass
is
nigga
this
shit,
is
dog.
why
Don't do that.
females.
Don't do that.
It was, man.
This is why
It was,
females
man.
don't want to give niggas pussy.
That was some hoe ass nigga shit.
This is why we don't want to give niggas pussy, cause y'all
That was some
talk too
hoe
much.
ass nigga shit, dog.
Anything that I've ever found out about a woman, I found out by way of a man. Never
listen.
really another bitch.
Y'all
Y'all
just-
talk too much.
Mimi, you just said you want a man to be emotional. He wanted confront his feelings and all that. Then you
Emotional
would
and
tell
being a bitch is two different things.
me what you calling Tiff. You and Tiff was talking about you need to be able to express your emotions.
Niggas can't hold that shit in, especially if you lit. If you more litty than they is, fuck the money, cause I got all
That's
this.
what happened.
We don't give a fuck about that.
That's what
she
happened.
lit. You know what I'm saying? And that nigga can't hold that shit in no more. He gotta let somebody know that he hit that motherfucker.
Man.
You know? But she
After-
saw
after-
a sucker.
after-
But this is the thing. She saw a sucker and she licked that bitch. She solidified her motherfucking spot. It's nothing personal. Niggas do it all the time. And that was just that.
Y'all can't do what we
Talking
do.
about some she had never admit that she was in love with me. Nigga, cause she wasn't.
And
You
he
don't think she
married
was?
Because I heard he found out she was cheating
If
with next to his
I-
wife. He was laying next to his wife and he found out she was cheating. He was cheating with a
If
See,
I'm
now,
in
how does
love
that
with a
even
man,
sound?
if
How does
I'm
that
in
even
love with a
sound?
man, I'm not gonna be at another game with another man.
How does that sound? He found out that Ashanti was cheating
With
on
his
him
wife.
when he
When he
was
was
on the couch with his wife.
sitting next
That
to his
sounds like some
wife.
narcissistic bullshit that
Yeah,
he
it
said.
sounds really psychotic to be
Hey,
quite
man.
honest with you.
Hey,
And he's a bitch. You're a bitch.
for
Anytime,
saying that,
man.
look, I'm only. Look, once again,
what's the benefit? What's the purpose? What do you gain out of doing that, Dave?
it was an interview. So you never heard him say anything about this before. Noriega asked him about the situation. He said, "I'm gonna tell you the truth about it." That was the first time in 20 years that he told that particular story.
He still hurt about it deeply.
But he never talked about that story up until when
He was
Noriega
itching.
asked
He was
him.
itching.
That's not that you didn't answer my question.
What question? Okay, let me go back because I'm trying to get better with that. Because when people say you didn't answer my
You
question,
didn't. You gave your own answer to
Okay,
what
so-
you gave what he. I
Dave,
asked you a
the
question.
Dave
and,
answer.
you told
So,
me what he did.
ask
and
me
that was-
again, Mark, so I can
What
clear
is
it.
let's put yourself in those shoes, Dave.
I
What
probably
would be
wouldn't
the
have did that, but-
why, Dave?
Because once I cut you off and it's over, it's over.
And it's nothing to talk about, right?
But it's a code.
It ain't no code.
It's an unwritten, unspoken code.
All the codes is gone.
Don't bring me
But
up.
that's fucked. That's
period.
why the world is fucked up right
No,
now because it ain't no
it-
code,
it-
ain't
Don't
no laws. Nobody
bring
stand for
me
shit.
up.
Don't nobody
It's just-
stand for shit now.
Exactly.
That's the reason why.
The man-
So don't use the shit for your.
So what I was
Let me get to my back to
can
my
I say
point.
this?
Back to my question because he's avoiding my answer.
Go
again.
ahead, cause I got a
What
PSA
would be
announcement.
what is the reason that you would come out and say that? I don't. Why? What do you gain by coming out and telling this woman's business now at this point afterwards? And it's 20 years old. You just said that he hadn't said nothing about it in 20 years. So what?
I
is
answered
the
your
purpose?
question, Mark.
What? Just because a nigga asked, I'm supposed to.
It was on an interview.
So because somebody asked me,
And,
I just got to.
and once again, I fuck with Irv Gotti. I fuck with Dame Dash. If you ask them a question, a direct
And ain't nobody
question,
asked his ass shit. If you seen the interview,
Nori
I just watched
asked
it
him.
last night. Ain't nobody asked him shit. He just voluntarily shared that shit.
They were
and Ja
talking
Rule was
about
trying to
some
shut
shit.
the nigga up, and this nigga
I don't
just
think
kept
Ja Rule
spilling the
shut him
beans.
up.
He
I don't
did you
think
watch it?
Because Ja Rule
watched
said he
it.
didn't hear about that or something, right? Didn't he say
Right.
that? Yeah.
And Ja Rule had the horn and he was blowing the horn
So-
like, nigga, shut the fuck up.
Right.
Shut the fuck up. You talking too much. Like,
that was the interview that he talked about. He went and he expressed his
Niggas
feelings.
gotta let
So
somebody
if I
know that they
interview,
done knocked you off.
so if I see, nah, I'm not even gonna throw you. I'm not even gonna throw you under that train, Dave. I'm not gonna.
You can't throw me up on the
Okay, just hypothetically then.
Hypothetically, come on.
Hypothetically,
Hypothetically, come on, throw it out
if
there.
I was to, if I was interviewing you and I asked you something in regards to you cheating on your wife,
Right.
okay, are you gonna tell me, you know what I mean, yeah or no? Or if you did, are you gonna tell me yeah just because I'm interviewing you?
Me personally,
If it's gonna jeopardize your marriage.
I probably wouldn't say anything. But I have to respect that man on how he was open enough to express what happened to him.
What happened to him?
What happened to him? He said he was hurt.
Right.
Wasn't he hurt?
He still hurt.
Still
Okay,
hurt.
a man. So now either we gonna go with this or we not gonna go with this. Can the man say, "Hey, listen, I'm hurt"?
Of course.
Okay, cool.
But don't expose me and tell the whole world that you
but
slept with
you
me and we had a
gotta
personal
throw her
relationship.
under the bus with exposing your hurt.
He was hurt. When you hurt people, right?
Oh man, you right. Giving
Right?
the man an excuse for being a bitch ass nigga.
I fuck with. I'm just saying. See, I fuck with Irv Gotti.
Okay.
So if that's the way he felt, I gotta respect that man. I'm not gonna dog that man.
I ain't dogging him. He dogging himself.
You said he bitch.
He did. He showed because he put his
You
own skirt
dogged
up.
him out
He
then.
put his own skirt up. I didn't do. If what I'm saying is offensive to him,
So
then
a
he
dude
offended
can't
himself 'cause I'm
express
telling
his
the truth.
feelings. A
It's
dude
not
can't
about-
express his
man,
feelings.
listen, dog. It's not about you can express your feelings, but you don't have to throw that woman under the bus and make her look like some kind of.
Hey man, you in a relationship, he's hurt. Of course he gonna come off like that. You ever been hurt, Mark?
Yes.
You ever came off like that?
No, I ain't never tried to
Okay,
hold a
just saying.
female that I was with. That's some bitch ass shit.
So, Mark, let
you
me
make
ask you this.
yourself look like a hoe ass nigga because you was with her.
So let me ask you this, Mark. If you came off like that as a bitch ass nigga, as you would call Irv Gotti, if you came off like that, I can't throw Mark to the curb and be like, look at this Mark. Look at this Mark.
I wouldn't do shit. I wouldn't purposely do shit that put me in the category of a bitch ass nigga.
Hey man.
Now, if I do something that you consider it a bit, that's on you.
And it's
But
a lot.
I'm not gonna like shit that's in that category. No, I'm not gonna. You wouldn't see me doing.
It's a lot of dudes. When I heard the interview, I'm like, damn. I left it alone. But then it's dudes on my timeline was like, Herb bitch, Herb this, Herb that, and I'll be looking like, you the same nigga that would go live and express your feelings on how you got hurt, how you can't get a job, how you having mental abuse, how you can't do this, how your
Did
mom.
you hear what he said though? He said he found out Ashanti was cheating on him when he was on the couch with his wife. Do you like? Can you read in between the lines of that, Dave? He has a wife, and he found out the girl that he's cheating on his wife with was cheating on him when he was on the couch with his wife. So he's already cheating. So he's trying to play
Mark,
the victim.
let me ask you this:
within
Have you ever
committing a crime.
Have you ever had a girl that you was in love with?
Of course I have.
And have you ever been in love with two girls?
Yep.
Have you ever been in love to the point where one of them hurt your feelings and it caught you off guard?
See, now you're just trying to create.
I'm asking a question. See, answer my question, Negro.
Here you go.
I'm saying.
No. Okay.
Thank you. So you don't know where Irv Gotti's coming from.
Man,
I don't know
whatever.
where Irv Gotti's coming from. G, have you ever been in love with two, Mimi, have you ever been in love with two men and all of a sudden one of the men that you thought was acting accordingly and everything was beautiful, but the other man, he started doing some fuck shit and it caught you off guard and hurt your feelings?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I don't know where Irv Gotti coming from. Once again, I fuck with Irv Gotti. I fuck with, because Dame Dash and them are kind of like the same. I think Dame Dash a little more harsh. Dame Dash wouldn't have said no shit like that because he was in love with Aaliyah. And he never threw up on Aaliyah. But, dudes act differently when you hurt. That's all I'm saying. So I'm like, damn.
If you ain't fuck with me within the past 2 years, bitch, don't claim me. We ain't never fucked. I don't know you. I ain't never seen you a day in my
Especially if
fucking
they
life.
ain't on talking terms. They ain't
Like,
even cool no more. Shit.
don't-
How you bring this
How
shit
was
up,
him?
man?
How long was him and
claim
Irv
me.
Gotti going? How long were they together? For some years? Mimi? Do anybody know how long they was together?
Who, Irvin and Ashanti?
Yeah.
Listen, I don't even listen. They was probably together not long enough to even acknowledge the being together.
Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, cool.
If they was even together, they was probably just a fling because they was on the label.
Tiffany said open the phone line.
No, because Tiff got a seat here. She supposed to be sitting in. You can't call off work and pull through the drive-through. What is this?
Oh, she can't get a 2 for 2.
Well, I'm
Man.
gonna say this to all the women while I have time to speak right now. Yeah, so watch who you get your pussy to, because these niggas is weak as hell. They'll say any motherfucking thing to get that goddamn pussy. Any goddamn thing. They act like the most sweetest, the most perfect, the most innocent, the most let you do some shit wrong, let you lead they ass, and this nigga married, and she's still in the wrong, right? But watch who you get your pussy to, because these niggas is mad, they bitter if you don't play by their rules. They always, especially if they got the power to try to rule over you in the area. This is a nigga that I guess, well, somebody else he said discovered Ashanti or whatever. They just put her on. They just put her on.
Somebody else discovered.
Somebody else discovered her. She had a record deal through Columbia, and they was trying to make her a Whitney Houston. But they got a hold to her, and they put the Murder Inc. sound on her, and you know what I'm saying. That's how she became. They named her too. They gave her the name Ashanti. So yeah, I think y'all should really go back and look at the interview, because a lot of what was posted was not a lot that was said on the interview. So yeah, but yeah, don't get y'all pussy to these niggas. Wait these niggas out.
Man,
They lame as hell. I'ma just say that. You know, if you can find a good one, hold on to that nigga. But for the most part, these niggas talk too much. They be telling all y'all business. Don't tell them your business. Woo! Because I'm telling you, 99.9% of the information that I know about a female came by way of a man. Y'all talk too fucking much. Y'all talk too much. I don't even want a nigga phone in my house. I don't even want a nigga in my house at this point.
So why? So see now, what did you just say, Dave? It's probably a lame ass nigga. So why wouldn't that be Irv Gotti? Because that's what she's explaining.
Because I told you.
I think it's the culture of men these days, not the culture of men
went through
nowadays.
Some bullshit just like
period.
this recently, where y'all ain't heard nothing about this girl. I'm not about to get on here and drag her and talk about, even though that's what she tried to do on her page about me, and you never heard nothing about it. Why? Because what would that? What would?
Hey, G, pull that shit up
gain?
on Mar. Let's see what the fuck you talking
you ain't
about.
Got shit. You ain't got a damn
pull
thing
that
on
shit
me,
up.
nigga. You ain't got a
Somebody
damn
drove
thing.
you through the mud, Mark?
You ain't got a damn thing
I'm
on
saying,
me.
B.
She was.
She tried to.
Emotional and mad, bitter. What is it? What they call it with subliminals.
Oh.
Right. So you wouldn't even know if you knew.
She was tagging you?
No, she wasn't tagging.
Okay,
Look, he wasn't searching. Look at his Instagram.
I'm asking, man.
You on Irv Gotti ass. See, look at you.
First of all, the interview happened and you want to reveal information. I didn't do. You did the Irv Gotti shit.
I'm giving. I didn't do the Irv Gotti shit.
Hey man,
I'm giving you an example of me not doing this shit.
Hey, listen, nobody told you to go the Irv Gotti way. You went the Irv Gotti way and want to reveal some shit. So what you did was you brought this young lady name up like Irv Gotti.
What's her name? What's her name?
I don't know, but maybe you shouldn't have said the name. So now we need to pray for the young lady, Mark, because you damaged the young lady's reputation right there, Mark.
No, I didn't.
That's fucked up.
Look at him.
Irv Gotti in the building,
It
man.
look like this show is frozen.
Is it? Oh shit, Irv Gotti fucked it up.
He done shut y'all shit down.
Look at these niggas. Look at these niggas right. Look at these bum ass.
It was women. 7-6.
It's 7-7 now.
Shut y'all shit down.
No, it's good.
Okay. What we tapped in, we good? Because I don't see nothing.
Okay, it's back.
Okay. What we tapped into, and I didn't know this. I'm gonna blame this on Mimi. I didn't know what Mimi said last week. That it's a group of niggas that are fucking studs. I had people ask me, So
You
damn,
said that. You said fucking stuff. Okay.
it's some group of men.
Why don't niggas never believe what the fuck I tell them? So y'all just think I be talking out my ass?
We do majority of the time. We do
okay.
until somebody hit me up with the shit like, "Yo, did Mimi say that shit?"
You
for
really
real?
don't, because if you thought I was talking out my ass, I wouldn't be here. So yeah, you look like that if you want.
But people ask me, why did you say that? I say, dude, I heard what she said, and I said maybe Studs got good pussy. Then one of my homeboys texts me. I say, dude, don't text me, call me. And don't text me because I don't need this shit on no thread. If you gonna talk to me, talk to me. This dude told me he ran up on the stud. The motherfucking stud had that fire, had his knees buckling. And it fucked him up because he seen her ass like, we one of the homeboys. Yeah, and he was smoking, and she kept like making advances like, hey, I need you to come get this shit. He said it took almost like 8 months. And he was like, man, fuck
8 months?
Because
Damn, that's a long time.
He looked at her as one of the bros. And she went in the room.
She took the motherfucking
pants
true religions off and had an ass.
She took
and she
him
had
on
that work.
up, down, and through that boy.
Did he? And it fucked him up to the point where, like, he was walking out, going like, he laid down the street. He was walking home.
He ain't
like,
want to leave. That nigga ain't want to leave.
No, he tried to double back and go get the shit, and she was like,
Ooh,
no.
Skirt.
This just a one-time shot.
Damn, that's the shit I'm talking about.
And
That's how I like
fucked
that
him
shit.
up to the point where like he started pursuing it. Like, no, I need that shit one more time. And it took him another 8 months to finally get that shit.
Wow.
And after he got it, she like disappeared and went ghost. So I had other dudes from down south. Dudes told me don't say names. I'm a name, but they were like, Dad, you always name popping.
See, here
but,
you go. Now you talk about me,
Irv
nigga.
Jr.
Motherfucker, you about
no.
to say the name.
I wasn't
You
going to
see
say
this
their
shit?
name.
Oh, no, you was about to until she threw the motherfucking brick on you.
But dudes told, I got a couple dudes
Don't
down
say
south
people's names.
that was like, man, listen, in that world, once you break the defense, I'm like, what the fuck is the defense? Studs have like boundaries where like it's like a defense. It's like the Lions. You can break that shit easily. But for another team, you might not.
Dave, can all women do? Yeah, y'all
Studs-
just label us
okay.
hard. What is it? Hard to I don't fucking know.
Y'all easy, Mimi. Y'all
Easy?
You, Tiff.
Oh, okay.
Y'all, the
Okay,
shit
yeah.
is mathematics, so y'all
Yeah,
just
no
start
problem. Go
breaking.
ahead, finish your story.
But
Yeah, you're right.
I mean,
You're right.
No,
You're absolutely. You know what
God
I mean.
body, Mimi.
You
not
are.
saying
Oh
saying
my
y'all
God.
easy like
Yeah.
that, Mimi. But
No, it's fine.
studs are studs.
Because you know everything. Finish your story.
Just a little bit.
Finish your story.
But he was telling me how the studs are more like you. In order for them to get past everything, because they have to live their life as a stud, then they have to live their life as a dude or a woman that's getting fucked. So that fucked me up because I didn't know that, and then I don't know anything about backpacks.
Say that again. Wait a minute. What did you say?
So they live in a double life, Mark.
Okay.
So they have to be the person that walk around with the strap, then turn around and get fucked by the man. So they're walking around with a strap, fucking women,
Okay.
then turning around and getting fucked by men.
Just like men turn around and get fucked by men.
And it fucked me up because the
Little
guy
dick on
was
dick.
explaining everything to me. He was like, you ever seen him with the backpack? I'm like, no. And it fucked me up because I start reflecting like, I see
What's the backpack?
Mimi, they got the strap in the backpack.
They ain't all. Well, they might. Shit. They might be carrying that bitch around just in case.
And they have the ones that walk around with it on them. See, when you're not familiar to that lifestyle, you have to see. It fucked me up because they were telling me that. It fucked me up because I was like, well, ain't no diseases getting transmitted, and it is. It fucked me up because one of them was like, I have to strap up. I'm like, you strapping up with hold on, you putting a condom on
I mean, it's
something.
still, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Still live on surfaces of things. Yes.
So if it fucks me up because when you're not introduced to that world and you don't know anything about that world,
I guess it makes sense. You know what I mean, because there's two reasons why you wear a condom: pregnancy and protection from diseases. You know what I'm saying? And you can catch it from the surface. And just, you know what I mean?
Right.
You damn sure can't get pregnant.
Can't get
So
pregnant.
yeah.
but when you fucking with that, but when women are fucking with that strap and you fucking multiple women's with that strap, it's not like you didn't got like 5 different. You got tiny.
Niggas fuck multiple bitches with no condom with they straps all the goddamn time. What's the difference? What's the difference?
It's the same thing, but it's
And that's attached to their body. And they taking precautions with a foreign object that ain't even attached to their body. God damn, talking about responsibility.
I don't know about that world though. I just know about the raw bandit world. I know about me going raw back in the day, but somebody to be strapping up that don't have the equipment like me, and you carrying around in a backpack. So you seen old boy from Detroit like, hey, listen, don't bring them backpacks. You have you seen old boy that like the studs?
I don't know who he is, but I've watched a video that you tagged me in.
He from Detroit.
Of course he is.
All he love is stud motherfuckers. And so when Mimi was talking about that, like it's a group of dudes was like, oh shit, you trying to expose?
I wouldn't doubt it, shit. But I just, I don't put shit past the world right now.
The shit is crazy, man. The shit is crazy. So and it was a whole bunch of other stuff that he talked about how the studs are more feminine. I don't know. This what he said. He's like the studs are more feminine than the actual women. Like once you get one, they're more feminine than the women that actually love men. I'm like, okay, stop. I'm confused now. I'm confused. Maybe I don't need to travel down that world no more. I don't need maybe travel down that road because I'm done. Thank you, Mimi, for talking about Brittany Griner and everything, and she's still over there. She's still over there. So I don't know what the WNBA gonna do, but we good.
I think she's being held as a more of a political pawn right now than anything.
Yeah.
Considering what's going on in Russia and this relationship with the United States, that's what I think it is.
Yeah.
Whole nother show.
Yeah. So you got to get up now because the gang. I mean,
Wait, hold on, don't talk about that yet.
so Mimi, have you heard any new music?
This nigga. Well, I've been listening to Tay and Peasy, of course, because I love Peasy.
We don't know Peasy, Sada.
Yeah, and Tay and Chris Brown. I'm trying to get into his new album. I'm trying to support him since he said nobody supporting his shit. So
This shit been selling out, ain't?
No, he didn't get the support that he thought he would. So he was a little, bitter about that. But yeah.
He was just here at the amphitheater. That bitch sold out. My daughter was there.
Was she? Did she get to take a picture with him?
No, we ain't taking no fucking $1,000.
I would have paid a band to take a picture with Chris Breezy. Hell yeah, I would have paid.
How would you
that
took
band.
a picture, Mimi? Because I seen a whole bunch of pictures.
He would let me have to hold his nuts. You ever seen that? You ever seen that picture of? I think it was Adam. I forgot this nigga name, but he was naked and he had a woman, but in the back of him. In front and like covering up his dick and his balls with her hand. Did you ever see that picture? See, that's the type of picture me and Chris Brown. Like he had to be naked.
That's
and
about
then
5
I'd be
bands, though,
behind
Mimi.
them, and then I have to be covering.
That's about
his
5 bands,
dick
right?
and balls with my hand, and then that's the type.
That's 5 bands.
Hello. I'm just talking about the picture that I would take with Chris Brown, if
He probably would do it for 1,000 too.
Yeah.
Probably would do it for so.
Hi guys, I missed you.
Hello.
Miss you too.
I did.
You look radiant today. Nice
Thank you. You
and
look beautiful.
bright. Thank
Yes.
Sister Love is on point.
So much yellow. I love
We
yellow.
wasn't shit. We was just easy 5-10 minutes ago, nigga.
Oh.
Stand on the shit. Yeah, he said we was easy. He said you
Now
easy,
maybe about
Tiff
5 or 10
easy.
years ago.
It's, easy is not
But
a
not
bad
minutes.
term. Like, y'all are beautiful women. Y'all, I mean, I don't think majority of the men probably would think, oh my goodness, they talk too much.
Fucking hood rats.
No, I think once
A
you,
little bit.
no, I don't even think it's that.
I've been noticing a lot about women recently, to be quite honest with
Oh,
you. But
tell
go
us.
ahead, go on.
I mean,
Go on.
I just think that Mimi until like when men can't
No,
get.
don't backtrack. Don't backtrack because he was real. He was
I just
real
want to know
arrogant.
how easy I am at this point. Now, like I said,
Ooh,
maybe.
since you know
Easy
so
is
much.
not a bad thing though.
you know so
why
much.
y'all want to take easy as like?
Oh no,
No, I'm saying, okay, hold on. Let's make some clarifications.
Okay.
Easy to get the pussy.
No, we ain't talking about pussy.
Boys get themselves out
He
of
ain't
this.
even.
We
He
ain't
ain't even
talking
give a
about
fuck
pussy.
to clarify.
We ain't talking about pussy.
Okay.
We talking about just get to know you.
No.
It's easy to get to know me to a degree.
Mimi, is it easy to get to know Mimi?
No, I don't want everybody to get to know me.
You might not like
What
who
if they
you get
was
to know,
trying
but,
to though, Mimi?
If I'm not interested, no.
Okay. Well, what you may fuck around with a good hunter, and he gonna be like, you know what? She not digging me the first month. I'm just gonna be consistent because
No, that don't
consistency. That's the shit I'm talking about. Consistency is the key.
I'm just telling you, like
It's
when
not.
I was younger, that probably would have worked.
Right.
Like I've dated guys because
With
they
an
were
ugly nigga?
Whoa, pump your brakes.
Right,
though, sis.
okay, so
I'm
no.
not participating in that bullshit.
No.
What if he not an ugly nigga though?
I mean, okay, so realistically speaking, my first
So why am I
husband
not
was
talking to him?
consistent. And that's
'Cause you
how
shooting him
he
down,
got
Mimi.
me.
But why?
Because
There's a
right now
reason.
you don't want to let nobody in. So
That's not true.
No,
I'm
no.
just not letting nobody in that I'm not interested in.
right. So what if you're not interested into him? I mean, what if you're not interested in him right now? So he come up, you blocking his shit. But what he's doing is
If I see a man that's attractive and he on this shit and I feel like we have a lot of common and I feel that vibe within me, I ain't shooting shit down, nigga. What's up? You know what I'm saying? I'll take you out to dinner. You want to go on a vacation? Let's go on a vacation, okay? My treat. Like, I'm on that shit.
So you
but
never-
if I'm not interested in a motherfucker, I'm not interested, period, point blank. And I don't want to get to know you at all. No, go over there.
so then you fucking with. Cool.
Because if you
The
ain't
bomb.
interested
I like
in
that
me,
fuck out of
you
with that
gonna
bomb
tell me
shit.
to get the fuck on. So
No,
no,
no.
I'm not
But
doing.
you
I'm not
fucking
doing
with
pity dates no more.
But you fucking with a hunter.
I'm not doing that.
Okay, cool. A hunter don't give up. Y'all know what? I don't know what type of niggas y'all run into. Hunters don't give
God
up.
bless him.
Nah, let me just
God
say this.
bless
So
him.
I had a dude who was kind of on my head for a while, and it's cool. But I'm like Mimi, if I'm not interested, I'm not interested. Now, did I shoot him down as being somebody I'm cool with? We can kick it? No. But did I shoot him down as being a prospect? Yes. There's no reason for me to fill your head full of bullshit when I can just tell you what it is and keep it pushing.
You can tell a hunter.
Niggas be
you can
waiting, nah, cause you're friends on a nigga, and that nigga be waiting. He be waiting on his
Thank you.
opportunity.
Can
Wait.
I
He,
just
that
say-
nigga wait for 10,
I'm-
20 years.
And
I'm
that's fine.
hunting. Yes,
If
I'm
he
hunting.
If he wants to wait for 10 or
A
20
good-
years, for me, that's fine.
It ain't gonna take no
But
10. A good
sometimes,
hunter ain't gonna take
but
no 10.
I've
20 years.
learned sometimes with dealing with having men like that in your life, sometimes they can kind of sabotage things that go on in your life just a little tiny bit because they want you for themselves. They can't genuinely be happy for you if you have another man. You know what I'm saying? If there's another person in your life, they may act like it, but as soon as that nigga gone, you want to go out to eat, you want to do,
And
you
that's
want to
fine.
do,
As soon as he gone. Yes, I want to go out to eat.
I don't wanna leave
Yes,
nobody
I want to go to the
on.
movies.
No,
No,
baby.
I don't want you. My problem is I
Why
don't
G-
want nobody in
Why
my
G can't catch on? Like, we started with Irv Gotti, right? We gave Irv Gotti about 10, 15. Well, I think we gave Irv Gotti a little bit more. Then we went to the strap. If you look at the show on how we go about, I didn't know that that Brittany Grimer was gonna start with the strap. Then Mimi said what she said to pump some shit up that I didn't know that we opened up a can of worms. Now G, like, we went from Irv Gotti to the strap.
maybe
G act
Irv
like
Gotti is
G act like
wearing
he's
a
slow
strap.
as hell. Like he need to hit a blunt. If he hit a blunt, that might slow him down, huh, Mark? Mimi, if you hit a blunt, will that slow you down and speed you up? I don't know.
I'm motivated either way.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
But maybe and G in the gym. So I'm trying to why you can't catch why you can't. But anyway, ladies.
Damn, G. G
You talking
Scott.
about G Scott, G
not
Fant?
me.
I'm trying to figure out
Not
what
me.
G you talking
G
about.
Scott.
Wait, y'all see? I'm
G-
sitting here
I'm
looking like.
lost. There's too many G's.
Not
right
that
there.
G,
G
but
Scott.
Greg says name. Mimi,
Gregory.
the professional.
He said, "Don't do me like that."
Oh, my bad.
You listen. As soon as the cameras go off, because I'm not allowed to do stuff on camera no more. As soon as the cameras go off, I got
I
your
knew.
back, G.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Here
he
is.
calling in.
He
It's
called me.
okay.
What's going on? Who's this? Where you calling from?
This G Scott. What
Yeah,
up,
we
Mark?
know who it was.
Hey, don't do me like that, Dave. I got a delay in this damn plant, homeboy.
Oh my! Hey, you better clear it up, guy, cause you sound like a sneak disser behind it. You doing what Mark?
Oh, wait a minute. When do I sneak this?
You doing what Mark girl did to him, like subliminal messages and
okay,
shit.
my
right
girl.
there.
Okay, all
God
right.
damn! I turned my head for like 2 seconds. You tried to kill me.
Gee, so
Which one you want?
you respect Gotti, or you was shooting Gotti down? Cause Mimi was calling this nigga everything,
Yeah,
but the
bitch.
child. Damn.
I agree.
I think he acting like a female to me. I mean, this is my point. He's married. So why is he crying wolf over someone that's doing her thing? He's fucking
This
married.
nigga
That's
made
what
an
I
oath
get.
under God.
So, but you know, okay. So this is what I was gonna call in to say. I was gonna call in to say this. I feel like if you a dude and you hit a girl and you decide that you need to tell everybody you hit her, I feel like you a bitch because she don't want you no more, and you maybe still want her, or maybe she was out of your league
Does
to begin
Ashanti
with.
look better than his wife?
Ashanti look better
We
than a
don't
lot
know
of
what
bitches.
Probably so.
Right.
Ashanti fine as fuck, and I'm a girl. Facts.
According to him,
I
he got
might hit
bitches.
her. I'm just saying.
He got bitches that look better than her. That's what he
Who
said.
said that?
That's what
Ashanti
Herb
is
said.
fucking-
That's what Herb said. That's what he said. He said he wasn't hurt. He got bitches
think-
that's
I-
crushing her. That's what he
It
said.
ain't no looking better.
That's
than
what he
Ashanti.
said. I'm just
I
telling
can
you what
look
he
good
said.
You.
in the same universe. Like it ain't no better. Than,
She's
like, you can't get
she's
no
fucking beautiful.
I don't even know what
and
Gotti's
she
wife
got an
look like.
amazing body.
I see-
Like,
I-
and her mom is dope as fuck.
Yeah, her mom
is
is
fine as
Her
fuck.
mom look better than
Like,
her.
God
Oh
damn.
yeah.
Right.
I was
Right.
like, them some fucking jeans right there. Them
I looked
some
at-
fucking
So-
jeans.
Ain't
Okay,
no
so
look better than
cool.
Ashanti.
So do y'all blame Gotti
Yes.
for acting like that?
I
The
do.
fucking shit.
Okay,
I
so
do.
I get
If
it.
he
So you
wouldn't
know
have
what? I
said
get what
shit,
you're
we
saying
wouldn't
now.
have never known
I get
that.
what you're saying.
We
Thank
wouldn't have
you.
never known
I
that.
still blame him because
still,
at
dog,
the
you
end of
can't-
the day, if she fine and she don't want you, if she ugly and she don't want you, if she fat and she don't want you, she skinny and
Okay,
she don't want you,
okay,
Hey,
cool.
like
Dave,
she don't
Dave,
want
Dave.
you.
Yes, sir.
Dave, you know how Herb did it? It's like saying, "Oh, nigga, I fucked her first." That's why he put it out there like
No,
Yeah,
I'm
that's kinda-
gonna take this
that.
100.
Oh, that's how it
and
seemed to me.
It was a
Ashanti
bitch
probably,
move, period.
Ashanti probably,
Exactly.
his wife is decent. She's not Ashanti,
not Ashanti.
but
Not Ashanti.
Let me
Let me
see.
see.
You should have sent me
she's
that.
cute.
You should have sent me that so I can put it on the
But
screen for
but
people.
can I just say something?
Ashanti probably
But-
got some good pussy.
No, it's not just that.
Ain't
No,
no problem.
Ashanti.
Man,
She probably got that lava
Ain't no
pussy,
problem.
and it fucked Gotti up.
ain't no
Ashanti
No,
problem.
face.
Ain't
no,
no problem.
exactly.
His wife is
Look
actually
at
pretty
him and look at his fucking wife and look at him. Like he's undeserving. If he didn't have bank, then he
He's
wouldn't
very
get pussy.
undesirable. And do y'all? Can I ask y'all a question? Men, do y'all know that women just be wanting y'all for y'all money? Do y'all know that certain women do not be finding y'all attractive,
At
and
all.
they solely just be with
I don't
y'all
know
for
about
what
that
y'all
part.
have and not for who you are and what you mean to them? Do y'all know that?
Cause
I'm
you
just
don't
curious.
mean shit but a pair
A
of
lame,
shoes.
I'm just
a
curious
lame
because I
don't
feel like
understand.
men know that.
No.
You
a
know
lame,
that beautiful girl
Yeah.
don't want nothing to do with your ugly ass.
A
You know
lame
that.
ass nigga don't know that.
You know that.
A lame,
No, I think most men know.
lame
but
ass
no, I'm gonna
niggas.
tell you something. I think most
But
men
Hold on.
know, but they use their money as
They
leverage.
do. They do. They
That's
do.
all that is.
Hold on.
I think men.
It's a
Look,
lot.
Eric talking about.
It's
Eric
a lot
talking
of
about.
brothers
Yes,
out here.
yes, we
nowadays
do.
that
That's
shoot
E. Scott.
they shot.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's why
hey,
ugly
G,
niggas, the
Yeah.
first thing he do is go get a bag. He go get him
He
some
got
money.
to.
He
He-
go get him some clothes. He go get him a nice car. He go get him a
It's a
chain,
lot of-
some wood.
I don't know.
Yeah, he
Hold
got
on,
to.
wait. Okay, so prime
He got to.
example.
He ain't got no
Hold on.
choice.
Prime example. Jay Z. Stop for a second and think about that shit. On no level.
And I
Jay-Z
wouldn't have
would-
bore his babies for no amount of money in the world.
You know what? Can I just
It's a
say
lot of-
something? I ain't gonna
It's
lie.
a lot of
I'm-
guys that shoot
They
they
are
shot though.
fucking adorable.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
They
are
got
adorable.
lucky. They got
They
got
are
lucky.
adorable, but I wouldn't have born
She nice.
his children.
Ashanti, Irv Gotti got a beautiful wife.
And
She
nobody
is
say
very
she wasn't
pretty.
beautiful. She's super
very
cute.
But
But
Ashanti
Ashanti
made
is thick.
probably,
That's why y'all like her, because she thick. They
Yeah.
both light
And
skinned.
she pretty.
But she is petite. His ex-wife is petite, and she's actually really cute. She's a
Yeah.
really cute girl.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Nah, she's cute.
Yeah,
she's
not.
super
She's definitely
pretty.
not ugly at all.
No.
She's not.
She
I
not
had-
failing.
But when I said it, I didn't know what she looked like. I never seen his wife, but I was just wondering if that could have been a catalyst to why he was acting the way he was because of
I think it's because Ashanti was Ashanti and Ashanti was fucking
He
with
had to
Nelly.
let somebody
and,
know.
That's
Yeah.
what
And,
it
and
was.
she don't have
That's
and she don't have
exactly
her
what it
name
was.
all out in the streets.
All that.
Like you don't
That's
see
exactly
a
what
train
it
of niggas
was.
talking about, yeah, I fucked her too. Because after so many, don't nobody really care
Mimi
who
hit
you
it
fuck.
on the. She hit it right on the
He
point.
do.
That's exactly how I see it.
yeah. And then there's categories of what men likes. Most men like slimmies.
No,
Most
not
men
really.
like thick bitches.
Most
Shut up.
men
It's-
like
it's-
women.
They like thick bitches.
No, I got a homeboy that all he fuck with is slimmies. Then
That's
you
your
got,
homeboy.
Yeah, and-
as
and then
a
you have
plus
the-
size woman,
you
can
have
I tell
men
you
that
something?
love plus size women.
Can I tell you something? As a plus size woman, I ain't never not fucked what I want to. I ain't never not been in a relationship with what I wanted to be in a relationship with. So you can let these motherfuckers tell you they like them slim, they like them light skinned,
Brothers-
they like them long hair. No, niggas like women.
Niggas will fuck a bed bug. He don't give a
Man.
damn. If it got a pussy, he'll
Fuck no
fuck it.
damn bed,
we ain't,
bud.
thank you,
Yeah,
thank you. We ain't finna lower our standards like that.
Eric
though, man.
talking
You
about
got
I
it.
love them
bed
all.
bug?
How many damn
bed
L's?
bug.
That's a lot of L's, Eric.
A bed bug, a roach.
E. Scott is different though. E. Scott,
No, you would be surprised how many dudes will sit back and tell you, oh, or they'll come out with the slim chick, literally, and then you turn around and next thing you know, they got a thick chick that's dark skinned with no ass
I'm
and
a
two
little
of her front
different.
teeth missing. Like
G,
men like
let me ask you-
women.
I'm different.
I'm consistent with my shit. I can't. I don't know
No,
about.
no.
I can't.
If when the lights turn down, when it get dark outside
Mo-
and ain't nobody around,
Hold on. Now I got
and
a
y'all
question.
sneaking them
I'm
motherfuckers
just-
in
What is,
y'all
what is your
houses,
type?
you have
y'all
to be.
sneaking all kind
You
of
have
shit
to
in
be
there.
either thick or like a. You got to be thick or thickums.
Niggas be lying.
Okay,
That's
listen.
why I cannot.
So
I
you
cannot.
got slimmies, you got in between minis,
lying.
you got righty tighties, you got thickums, you got bigums, and you got bears.
I hate you. Every time he say bears, I hate him.
You have bears, so I'm in between where you has to be either
Not a bear.
a
a bear.
thickie
I hate him.
or righty
You
tighty.
remember
That's
he
my
said
type.
that shit about Lizzo. Every
Lizzo
time
is a
somebody
bear.
Say something about Lizzo, he say she a bear.
She's a fucking
And
bear.
I'm
Now
on-
listen,
I tell-
dudes, if you like to hibernate, that's your problem. Look, I'm fucking
Look,
with you.
I said, listen, hold on.
My boy
Oh,
Keith Neal.
hell
My
no.
boy Keith
Hold
Neal.
on. Because what you
Nigga
not
said
gonna do,
hibernate.
and I keep telling y'all, in my mind, as far as I'm
You a
concerned,
bear?
I'm a BBW.
Okay. Are you? Hold on.
Is she
Yeah,
a
it's
bear?
not no
Hold on. Hold on.
BBW.
So,
Is
so
she a bear,
no.
Dave?
Let me ask you, Tiff.
What?
Are you a thickums, a bigums, or a bear?
I don't know. I might be a big
Okay, cool,
Maybe.
cool. I've seen bears, Tiff. You're not a bear.
I'm not
So
a,
cool.
I'm not
We
a
gonna leave it
bear.
at that.
But I'm saying is it. Listen, so where's the line? So where's the line between a bear, a bigums, a thickums, or
A bear is 350
Height
plus.
and width.
oh hell no, we.
A bear, a
Once
bear
you
Height
get
and
on
width.
that, once you get on that scale,
But what if she built different?
once you hit that scale, that
'Cause
bitch say
I'ma tell you
350.
something.
I've seen she was like 6 something, 200 pounds. She was not
Two-
fat.
two-
Stack.
Yes.
Yeah.
The thing about it is,
Yeah, you gotta be
and I'm gonna
careful how
tell you,
proportion.
I'm gonna tell you
It has
something.
to be.
It was this girl
Once that bitch
my
hit 350, you a bear.
No, honey.
All right.
It was this girl my ex-husband was dating. She was like 5'11", and she was thick.
Right.
But if she get on the scale, you might say she fat. This
What's the
motherfucker
weight?
I don't know the bitch.
If that bitch say 350, she's a bear automatically. Mimi,
I don't think
every
she-
time somebody asks me about Mimi, my thing is, I stop asking. Mimi and Slimmy. Everybody know Mimi and Slimmy.
I think she's slim thick.
She
I
don't
got
look
you.
No, it ain't no. Look,
She is slim thick.
Mimi's a Slimmy, so we gonna leave it right there.
No,
Mimi in
Slimmies
that
So
don't
we-
have
area.
nothing. They
So-
look like sticks.
No, you can be
Mimi is
slim.
slim thick.
Okay, cool. So when Julius call in, he likes the Slimmy. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hold the motherfucker down. You got to either shoot that bitch or go.
This
She gonna get blocked.
motherfucker gonna say embarrassed if she lay on me and I can't leave.
Cause she hibernating. You ain't getting the fuck up.
She lay on me and I'm tapping out. I'm done. It's over.
But that's not. No,
But it's certain dudes love bears though.
Yes,
Ain't nothing
I
wrong
know
with that.
men who like. I know men who don't like me because I'm not big enough.
Thank you, motherfucker. Look at
It's
Mimi
like-
and be like, I don't want that shit. Mimi
I
ain't
know dudes who
350.
will look at Mimi and be like, nah,
That shit ain't sexy.
I beat her.
Can't
No,
keep
it's not
thugged
that
out.
she's
Yeah,
not
that's why I
sexy.
don't like her.
It's I beat and hurt her. That's not what I want. But I know niggas who look at me and be like, oh nah, you too big. I don't want you, bitch. I don't care. Like just go live your best, greatest life. Whatever it is you like, go like that. I'm not tripping.
And you heard what Cardi B said. Cardi B say fat bitches got some of the. Now I don't know what she say. Fat bitches got some of the best pussy. I don't know. See, it's a weight requirement because you can't just say fat bitches. You got to throw like it. How much she weigh, Cardi B? You remember that
I don't
little
think
thing
it's
that Cardi B was talking about?
No.
Like
Okay, so
fat bitches
listen.
got some wet ass pussy.
Here's the deal. Let me explain something to you. Your idea of weight is not always accurate. I done seen chicks who weigh more than me but look smaller than me. It's the way that you're made up. It's the way that you built.
If I gave you a requirement, if you're
I'm
not
not
350, well then
I'm
goddamn
not
it, we cool.
I'm not 350.
I ain't got to worry about Mimi. We cool. Once you hit a mark,
Mimi could be 350. All muscle. I got your back.
It's some women that hide their weight well though.
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Mimi.
You know when you motherfucker be like, shit, this motherfucker a little more heavy than I thought. Hit that scale at 350. Oh,
My man gotta go to the gym. As long as he can pick me up, we good.
pick you up.
Well,
What I say?
Lazy
I
motherfucker.
don't know, trifling ass.
Want
Nobody
you to
lazy.
lick, suck, slurp every goddamn thing. You
Cough
ask for
on,
one thing,
choke.
it's a problem. Nigga back bad, can't do
Hey,
shit. Nigga knees weak as
you
fuck.
not hard to pick up.
Damn.
That's not
Gee, you
crazy.
backing up right now, guy. I hear that boop, boop in the background, don't you?
That's
Oh,
all
no,
I'm
that's
saying.
me
My
getting- I'm
dude,
leaving
go to
out
the
the plant.
gym. If you like me, go to the gym, pick my big ass up, and keep it pushing.
Okay, god damn it. All right. The fuck say yeah.
That
They
thug
don't know
intense.
where he is
aggressive.
right now.
I'm perplexed right now.
What
G
part?
G backing up and everything. So you know, if you
What
would,
am I backing up on?
I don't know.
Oh,
guy.
He
yeah.
don't know.
Hello.
He don't know.
I heard some. I'm trying to get my bearings together. So, if you have money, just because we always talking. If you have money, do that makes you a better person?
No,
Absolutely not.
I'm talking about for men.
no.
Cause when men throw this money thing up,
Let me say something. It was a guy who tried to talk to me not too long ago, and every time this dude would call, it's always, "Oh, I gotta go. I gotta do. I gotta get this. I gotta get that." And I finally got to a point with him where I was just like, "Stop calling me. You're annoying. Like all you talk about is money, and that's not what type of person I am. Like I don't want to deal with no dude because he got money. I don't want you to be poor." I don't want you to ask me for shit, but I don't need you to be talking about what you have because that'll never hook me.
I want the money. I need all the money that you can give me in my hands,
But
in
don't
my
that-
pockets,
but-
in my
but
bank
the
account,
conversation
in my
start-
savings
the
account.
conversation start off
Because,
like that,
because
Mimi?
no, why does the conversation? Why you
No,
always
no,
gotta
no.
say that
I'm
when I say what I say? You all, do it start off like that? No, but that's what the fuck I want. Because guess what? If
You
you
came
need
out
that
the
from
gate,
me,
Mimi.
if you need that from me, I'm gonna give that to you.
but
And I'm not even gonna ask you a question.
The lame
I'm
ain't
gonna
gonna
give
ask
it
you
to
that
you,
though,
and
Mimi.
I might give you more than what the fuck you asked me for. See, I've already went through I paid my dues. I've already proved to myself and other people in the world, Craig,
Right.
that I can give a motherfucker what the fuck I want. Okay? If I want to go on a vacation, I can take a motherfucker on a vacation. Okay? Like I ain't asking for shit that I can't give a nigga my goddamn self. So yeah, I want all the goddamn money. Y'all see me on this bitch falling the fuck asleep because I work my ass off. I want the money. How much money you got? I also want you to be a decent human being though, but you're not gonna come into what the fuck I'm building for myself broke and take from
Ain't
me.
no man
I
gonna
done
ain't-
worked
ain't no
two
man gonna
jobs
come
and
into your
held a
life
nigga
like that.
down. I done did all that shit before. I done did it when niggas was staying with me. I done did it when niggas didn't have no jobs. I had 2 jobs, putting a nigga through school, helping nigga pay bills. Ain't had no car, driving my car, ain't put no gas. I done did the shit. I ain't doing it no more. Where the money at? Where the money at? Where
So-
it's at?
And
Where
So
the
with
support at?
all
Where's
that-
the
I
support?
understand all
With
of that,
all
but
that-
it's like
support.
at the same
With
time,
all that.
Cause I got
that cannot be his main focus for me.
But when you meet a dude,
I got it. Where's he?
But when you meet a dude that has that,
I'm not playing them games no more.
he don't give a fuck about all that.
Don't give a fuck about what.
He don't give a fuck about your money. He don't give a fuck about.
Of course he
all
don't.
he want is you.
Right.
So when you meet somebody
So
like
if he
that,
broke and he just want me,
I
what
can't
is his
be with nobody who
situation?
broke,
What if
but
a
I don't want him to
genuine
talk about
dude
money
just
all the time.
come?
That's
Just
weird
wanting
to
me ain't enough.
well, then, it's
When
gonna
the mortgage due, they don't give a damn about you wanting me.
It-
They don't give a fuck about that.
What if you meet a
When
dude?
my car note due?
But if you meet a dude and you come off like that, you
No,
run.
I don't come off like that.
You know what? Can I say something?
People
Before
don't
you
come
say
off
that
like
shit
that.
too. I
I'm
know
gonna
a
let the
lot of
phone
men
lines
who
clear up,
feel
y'all.
like
Holla
it
at y'all.
is a necessity
Okay.
for a woman to need them in order for them
Exactly.
to want her.
Right.
So I mean, it's kind of like, and I understand, I get it. I mean, it just is what it is. Sometimes men feel like they have to be needed in order to feel desired. I don't necessarily need you. I've been doing shit for a long time by myself.
But that ain't the right
No,
way,
I'm not
though,
saying that
ladies.
it's the right way.
But when you say that, oh, it's gone.
No,
Caller,
it's
how
gone,
you
gone.
doing? Who is this?
Moses. Live from the speed bump.
Hey man, them
Trouble.
hibachis, man,
How y'all doing today?
real good, guy.
Say, Mimi, you want all the money?
No, not
Real.
really. No, you know what? Because a lot of people are good individuals, but that's not enough. If I'm carrying the load, that's not enough.
No.
If I'm doing for me, I'm doing for I'm taking care of me and my family. I don't need a nigga coming in and being another burden on me. I do not need that.
I'm not saying pick up a nigga from in front of the store that's begging for change. You know what I'm saying?
No, he has
I'm not
to
saying
be,
that.
he has
You
to
know what
be
I'm saying? But
self-sufficient. And he has
I mean,
to
him
be
being
able to help.
self-sufficient. I mean,
If
you can. How could you call
okay,
yourself
listen.
a man and don't?
Would you advise any female in your family to spread her legs to a man that she cannot ask anything for if she needs something from?
Would I advise?
Would you advise any female in your family or anybody that you care about to lay down with a man if she can't ask him for anything that she needs when she gets back up from laying down with him? Would you advise that?
Well, if she see, we got to get some things straightened out here.
No.
First and foremost, if she just asks for something as soon as she
I
get
should
up,
be able to ask you for some money.
look, that's a fair exchange. You get some dick, he gets some pussy. I don't understand where this whole
But listen,
entitlement
Mo,
behind some pussy come from.
if I see you down, you're not even gonna have to ask me. I'ma just make sure you straight.
I would
Period.
feel bad,
Period.
horrible asking you.
So why I can't have right? But you don't have to. That's the point. When you fuck with me, you ain't gotta ask me shit. I'ma pay attention. I'ma learn you. I'ma meet the need. I'ma see that bitch and I'ma meet it. So why can't I have the same thing that I give a motherfucker?
You. Maybe you just haven't ran into him. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes,
Oh yeah, maybe not.
you gotta take the long way. You gotta walk down the hill
And I'll
sometimes.
take
You can't just run down the hill.
Before I settle, I take it, baby. I take that long road. But I'm just tired of men always trying to make it seem like women are wrong for knowing what they want and standing on that shit.
It's the
I mean,
same
it's not
principle
nothing wrong
as
with
when
it.
men
If all you
ask
wanted
for
was some money,
pussy.
then we could just exchange. If
Yeah.
we talk about some money and pussy here, then this is a total prostitute type of situation.
It is.
I did not
You see what
say
I'm saying?
prostitution
No,
situation.
but
That's
you
not what I
said what
said.
I
I said he has to
recommend.
be a good individual and he has to be able to look out for me. If we doing everything together and I'm sleeping with you and I need something from you and I have nothing and I'm like, damn, I got this bill to pay, but I'm about to go fuck on him. First of all, if I got a bill to pay, I'm not even
going.
really thinking about fucking. I'm not. That's not on my mind. It's not. But if I am, damn, this man can't help me out if I need something, then what the fuck I'm laying with him for? I'm with the wrong nigga. Ain't that what y'all tell females all day on Facebook? You with the wrong nigga. You in the wrong. I posted some shit about niggas now listening to old school R&B. They ate me up. Oh, you in the wrong place. Wrong nigga. Wrong. Y'all, I'm so tired of the hypocrites. The hypocrites.
I look at it
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
we can say what we like and we can stand on that shit. But if a woman said
No,
you a
I mean,
gold
you
digger,
supposed,
you a
if that's what you
prostitute,
stand on,
know.
then stand on that. I didn't say that you were a prostitute. I'm just saying if we talk about some money in exchange for some pussy, then that's exactly what
But
that
that's
is.
not what I said. That's not what I said. That's not.
But like, you know, I can understand if y'all on the same team, then he's supposed to help you. You supposed to help him.
I said what I said.
But sometimes, you know, motherfuckers don't be on the same team.
I ain't taking care of no man, and I ain't doing nothing.
You shouldn't have to.
And
No.
I ain't
I
doing
mean, but
it.
the thing about it is, if you taking care of him, he not a man. He is a dependent. You should follow him.
Don't matter. He a human being and he got a dick, and there's plenty of men out here that's being taken care of.
I'm just saying.
I guess
if-
kinda
if
what
he
made me-
And ain't nobody about to
he
make
is
me feel
dependent.
wrong for saying a nigga gotta have some money when he approached me. He is a provider. You a man. You supposed to do that shit.
You're
supposed to.
dependent.
So I guess
You're supposed to.
If you
core-
taking care of him, follow him on
That's
your
what
taxes.
we're handicapping them. That's why they don't do shit, because we're handicapping them. We're still fucking with them, even though they're not doing shit for us, and they getting off on it. They
Follow
getting off
your
on it.
taxes. You can get a little bit back at the beginning of the year. I'm just saying, like, if that's what it
You
is,
got
get
this,
a
man.
little bit
It
back
ain't-
at the
it
beginning of
ain't.
the year. I mean,
What you talking about?
I'm talking about, like, if you gonna
take
fuck
care
with a
of him, file
nigga
taxes.
who not doing shit, you file him on your taxes. He's a dependent.
He's a child.
Yeah, like your children. You can get a little bit of your money back
No.
at the beginning of the year. I'm just saying. If
I think people get offended by that because sometimes they don't meet those certain requirements, and that's fine. This
No,
is not for
see,
you.
so-
That's fine.
See, if you had the Slick Rick delivery, Mimi, instead of the DMX delivery, it'll come off smooth.
I can talk how I want to talk. I can talk how I
I'm
want
not-
to
I'm
talk.
not-
But
I'm-
when
hey,
but
G,
when
check
I'm
this out.
saying, this is what I'm saying. You're not. If
I'm not saying
if
it's
my
not no truth
approach
to what
is
you're
harsh,
saying.
that's fine. But are you listening to what I'm saying though?
Absolutely.
Well, how did we get to? If it was just about dick and dick, pussy, and money, then that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is your requirements has to be. You have to be in a certain. You have to earn a certain amount of money to fuck with me. Period.
Hey G, you know how dudes, you know how
Hey,
some
I'm gonna hit
dudes
y'all
feel
right
like-
back.
All right, guy.
I guess at the core, just to flip it around, I like to flip shit around on the other side of the coin and shit, just kind of contrast shit to see how much it makes sense. So it's like, you know, if a dude say, you know, why am I doing all of this stuff for a woman? Why am I taking her out, spending money on her, and she's not fucking me? You know what I mean? That's kind of the same thing that I feel like Mimi is saying. Like, why am I? It's not about the exchange of the monetary for the sex. It's just like, why am I?
That
doing
man is
anything for
using you. If you was laying with him and you need something from him and he's not giving it to you, he is using you and he does not like you like that.
Caller, how
Caller,
you
who's
doing?
this? Where you calling from?
But go off.
Who
I
is
don't
this?
know nothing.
It's E. Scott.
E. Scott,
Hey.
all
Scott.
the way down and
So we got a
making
G
sure.
Scott and an E Scott.
Yeah.
Them
It's,
cousins
Yeah.
right
it's a lot
there.
of Scott.
There's a bunch of these damn
A
Scotts.
bunch of goddamn Scotts.
Let me fall
Hey.
back. E. Scott, how you feel, man? I love you down there, man. How you doing?
Love you, love you, love you. Hey, I just called to tell a girl I agree with her. You don't fuck with no broke nigga, baby. Make sure he can take care of you.
Period.
Period.
Thank you.
It's-
Period.
Hey,
It's not-
David,
it's
when
not
I come
even
to
a-
town, I want you to introduce me to her.
It's not even
I
a
got you, G.
disagreement.
I
It's
got
just the
you.
fact that Dave, okay, the way that Dave said it, the way that Dave put the question in the beginning, are you gonna fuck with somebody who has money but they're a shitty person? No. The answer is no. At the
No,
end of the
why do
day,
that?
I don't want to fuck with nobody who's shitty and got money. If that's the case, I can do it by myself. Will you fuck with somebody
That's
who's a
right.
good person who has money? Yes, that makes sense. Would I fuck with somebody who's a good person who doesn't have any money? Probably not, because he's not gonna. But I can be your friend, but we can't be in a relationship. It's different.
100%.
Now maybe when you
Why waste your time if you can't get no help, right? And a
And-
man
and it's-
can't step up and do what he's supposed to do.
And okay,
Wasting
so
your
I'm
time.
old school and I understand. But it's like at the same time, I just feel like if you don't have it, then you need friends. You don't need a woman because you can't do shit for her. And I get that part. So I'm not disagreeing with Mimi at all on that point. I understand what Mo was saying. The delivery is DMX. It definitely ain't Silk.
It's always gonna be.
It's
that shit.
all.
I am who the
but
fuck I am.
At the same time,
Right.
it's like, I mean, it is what it is.
But you're gonna meet. But the thing about the delivery, and the men that you're gonna meet.
But see, she probably ain't saying it like that to
this
the
is-
niggas
this is
who
my
she
thing.
talk
This
to.
is my thing.
She just saying you can't have it because
But
you
I'm-
don't have it.
When I talk in general, that's how I talk. But when I
Right.
talk directly to G, I be like, hey, G, can you know, such and such. I'm not like, G, can you, well, la, 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 la. That's not how I am.
Nah.
But who gives a fuck? When I speak to you, if I respect you, that's all that matters. Don't listen to how I talk in general. As long as when I speak to you personally, it's with respect. You know what I'm saying?
No
Because people
disagreement.
always
100.
get that shit
Yeah,
fucked
take you
up.
out of context
Yeah, they
and
take
throw
you
the
out of
baby out with the
context
bathwater and
just
shit like
because you're an aggressive person and you speak with authority. Because that's exactly what the fuck
Authority.
it is.
It's
It's
not
authority.
aggression.
It's authority, and I know what the fuck I'm talking about, regardless of whether somebody agrees with me or not. But every time when someone speaks like that, it's taken the wrong way. I'm very respectful to people, and people always feel like they have to be disrespectful or very aggressive towards me because I'm like that. But I'm the most kind person. I'll sit up there and I have a real respectful conversation with you. But as soon as you get disrespectful, I'm turning the fuck up. Period.
I
But
agree.
what?
Period.
But that.
I'm not like
That
this with
man-
men. I'm very soft.
I
You
don't
would
think-
never
I don't
never
think
see
you
this
would be
side with me
having
with a
that
man.
conversation
So it
with a
go back
man
to what I
exactly
said.
like
Never.
that.
These,
That's what I'm saying.
Never.
These two young ladies are beautiful and they're easy. And I'm not
Beautiful
saying.
and easy.
I don't know
See, they
whether.
take
I
the-
think
they
it's the
take-
fact
They
that you say
misinterpreting that easy for like saying sexually
giving the
easy.
pussy away. That's
Yeah,
why
yeah,
I
And
asked.
I'm not
yeah.
That's
saying.
the first thing I said.
Give it. The pussy ain't got nothing to do
What
with
he's
these
saying is
two.
that y'all are not as
You more
as,
transparent.
Y'all are not as abrasive as y'all appear.
It comes
you're
off.
softer than y'all than the impression that y'all give off.
You
I'm
have
probably more abrasive with niggas than I am here.
what I
When
get.
you are a woman maneuvering through this world, a black woman
That shit is just true.
But you
a
should,
black woman-
Right.
maneuvering through this world on your own.
But you
with-
shouldn't. But hold on. You should never be maneuvering on your own.
Ooh,
Go ahead.
What's the
Now we
fucking
gonna
fact?
throw it out
What's
here.
the fucking fact?
Now we gonna throw it out
What's
here.
the
The
fact?
reason why most black women are maneuvering through this world on their own is because
listening.
there are a lot of black men who ain't shit and have no intention on taking
And so-
care,
and
have
so
no
what you
intention
do-
on taking care of the things that belong to them. So fuck them.
So
and
what
the
you
shit
do
they
is.
stand on.
So what you
I
do is.
love who I
So
love.
what you do is
I
you
love
put on.
y'all.
What you do is you put on that man armor that you should never be putting on.
Okay,
You put
can
on-
I
I put it on because if I
can I
gotta
say
square
this
up
to
with your
Jonathan
goofy
in the
ass,
comments?
Jonathan going hard.
Can
ain't
I say, Jonathan, I am angry. I'm angry at you, tad motherfuckers
hold on.
that know y'all
See what I
don't
mean? See
deserve
what I mean?
nobody like me coming up in my goddamn inbox,
what
trying
I
to
mean?
talk to me, walking
Them-
up to me at the gas station in the liquor store, no teeth in your mouth, no money, no car, and you know you ain't got a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of, and you sitting up here talking crazy about, oh, y'all told that hoe, yeah, and this
Mimi,
bitch.
what-
You sitting up here confused as
Jonathan
to-
last name.
and you sitting up here confused as to why I don't want to talk to your ass.
Slack. Why you even do this, Slack?
I'm tired and I'm angry of you delusional motherfuckers that think that women is supposed to lay down their whole life for you and you ain't shit.
You asked me, Slack.
You ain't worth following. You ain't worth listening to. You ain't worth giving pussy to.
Get him, Mimi.
You ain't even worth giving my motherfucking number out to. So yeah, I'm angry of you delusional motherfuckers that don't know what your worth really is and who the fuck you really need to be talking to.
E.
You out of
Hang
your
up,
league.
E. I need Slack to call in.
You
E. I
outta
love you,
your
E.
league.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I need
That's
Slack
why
to
I
call
don't
in.
want no motherfucking body. Go on and do y'all. Give me the money. That's what I'm.
Slack, I need you
I'm
to
doing
call
me.
in.
Give me the money, babe. I'm sick of y'all. Y'all
Get him,
is
Mimi.
delusional.
Get
y'all
him,
crazy.
Mimi. Get him. I
Y'all
need
is
Slack.
crazy as
Let me-
hell.
Let me Slack. Let me tag Slack. Slack, you asked for this smoke, man.
You talking to a bitch that done took care of her whole fucking family, and I kid you not. I swear to God, mostly all of my family done lived up in my house, and I done helped them get back on their motherfucking feet. You talking to a boss. You ain't talking to no
These
regular
fake
ass
ass buffs
bitch.
on right quick. Let me put these fake ass
Let
buffs
me just say that. And I'm 33, okay?
on. Get him, Mimi. These
You
fake-
not talking. See, y'all.
I hate you
These
See,
fake
I'm
ass
sorry.
buffs.
Excuse me, because
No,
I have
go,
to,
Mimi.
I have to remember that I'm not a regular bitch.
The show stopped.
Excuse me, because I have to remember that. Because I'm so tired of y'all men. Oh, y'all angry. Baby, I'm really not angry. I'm really just a boss, and I'm waiting on y'all niggas to catch up. Where you at? And I don't get on this internet, and I don't speak all my moves and tell everybody what I'm doing and where I'm going. Just know what's happening, nigga. Yeah, and I need a boss nigga to match that. Yes, I'm angry. I'm tired of y'all. I'm tired of y'all in my face with nothing to do or give me but problems.
Phone lines is open.
It's It's
We
dirty
waiting.
dick and conversation.
Dirty dick, boring conversation, no money.
Dirty dick and conversation.
Goddamn.
That's what a lot of them
Mimi,
giving.
what did Slack
You
say
can't
to
even
get
take
you
me
jumped
out.
off?
Oh no, decent day.
What did he say?
He said, "Oh,
I hear anger.
anger.
She's just frustrated. I see both sides.
What the fuck?
that is-
Frustrated about what?
No, I don't think
I make
it's,
shit happen. What are you talking
I don't
about?
think it's anger, and I do see, like, I understand
People
that
are
it's
delusional.
frustration.
This is a crazy ass
But-
world. It's crazy.
Like, it gets better. I will say that.
Slack real
Like,
quick.
you stop giving a fuck at some point.
My God.
Like, I mean, and I guess that maybe I understand a little bit different. I'm a little bit older. I mean, I'm 27. Mimi is however old she is, but that's not the point. So,
You 27?
what?
27. You heard what she said.
Exactly.
Don't
Thank
change
you.
that shit, Herb Gotti. 27.
27.
fuck
so,
we
but I
doing over there?
understand. Just when I was younger, I probably felt more like
Sorry, Mark.
Mimi, where there was a whole lot of
Love you, Mark.
frustration with men, just in general, because I felt like they did a lot of the bullshit.
So
But
let
let me clear this up. It's not frustration. It's just like, when the fuck are you gonna wake up and realize that you ain't that nigga that you really think that you is? You're not.
Oh, no, I was
You're
frustrated.
But I'm
Nah.
gonna
Over the shit.
tell you.
And get the fuck out my face, because I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you, it's okay to be by yourself. It's okay to master life and to walk through life by yourself.
No, it
when
ain't,
that
Mimi.
when that
Yes, it
person
is.
No,
when
it
that
ain't.
person comes,
I feel like
they
you
will
gotta,
come.
Yeah, and
They
you,
will
Okay, cool.
come.
Yeah.
And-
They gonna come.
But it's
you
okay.
gotta-
But you should
gotta
not-
be able
But
to
it's
know
o-
yourself.
But I
It's
don't want
okay
you to
to
be-
be with yourself until
Right,
that
'cause
time
it come.
comes.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't want to be sitting in front of company that
got
can't
you.
do nothing, can't take me nowhere, can't teach me nothing, can't do. I don't
Right,
want. That's a
right.
waste
No.
of time.
Right.
I'm
It's a
too
wa-
busy
yeah,
for that.
Got
It's a
you.
waste of time.
What
and
we doing?
energy.
Because I don't want. At the end of the day, your job is never to be by yourself.
Our job is not to be by ourselves. However, I think that because
I like
of
the way you
the
threw that
climate,
however in, because you don't
I'm
need to do butt.
always. I don't do butt because
Yeah.
everything after butt is bullshit.
Yeah, okay.
But however,
Mm-hmm.
because of the climate, it don't make no difference. That's not what the saying say. The saying don't say everything. However, after however is bullshit. So, because of the climate that we live in, because men have become entitled little boys who feel like
Not-
they are.
hold on,
no,
not
no,
all
no,
men.
not all men.
Okay.
A
Long
good
as we,
majority.
It's
A good
a lot
majority.
though.
I don't think it's a lot.
It really is. So let's.
Is you dating niggas out here? Let me know.
It's the
Is
vibration.
you dating niggas
Okay,
out
cool.
here?
100.
Goddamn.
On some 100 shit.
No.
It's the vibration
Are
that
you-
y'all. It's the
No.
vibration that y'all
No, it's
bring
not
in.
true.
Hey,
No,
Dave,
it's
let
not
me ask
true.
you something. Do you feel like that you are an anomaly of a man? There's not many like you, right? Do you feel like that?
I think, yeah.
Well,
yes.
you proved their point then.
No.
So
no.
that means it's
No.
not too many that
What
are
I'm-
on.
What
I think the fact of
what
the
I
matter
wanted to
is,
say is,
men are
I
gonna
feel like it's
tell
not that
you
many
one
like me.
thing.
And
Men
they
are gonna
do
say
another.
something to you because they want to be where you are. They want to be
Right.
the type of man that you are. Now, what they're capable of doing is something completely different. That's the part that we see.
so when I see,
So you hear they
Right.
bullshit,
Right.
and
And
we
so my
see
job
who
is-
they really are.
so
Right.
so when I hear that bullshit, when I hear that bullshit, my job is to correct their bullshit and to teach them
How
that
you
this.
know? How you know what the bullshit is?
I'm a man. I know when I know when I hear G
You
bullshit.
only
I
know what
when-
you know.
Yeah,
I,
that's true.
listen, when men talk to me, because when men
Men
hurt,
talk to you, but they only
I hear
tell
niggas
you
lie
what
to
they
their
Men
homeboys
talk
all
to
the
me.
time.
No.
They lie all the time. Yeah,
when
you
you
know I
dealing
did.
with men, when you dealing with men,
Just be
and I'm a
lying.
man, I know when the man is bullshitting. I know when a man say, "Man, fuck that bitch." No, nigga, you really love her. So this is what I'm gonna
And
do.
that's fine.
I keep
but
up
see,
with.
he's not gonna tell you the
No,
whole shit that
I'm
he
gonna.
does.
I already hear the whole shit.
Okay.
When you tell it,
I'm not gonna argue with you today.
when I.
Whole shit like saying that this girl.
I don't
cheated on
fuck.
me while
I
was on
don't
the couch
fuck.
with my
I don't
wife.
fuck with that bitch no more. That bitch trash. No, nigga. What it really is, you in love with that bitch. You care about that bitch.
How about the
Like
point?
like
how
Irv
about
and
the,
Ashanti.
How about the point?
Thank you. I
Hold
picked
on,
up with
wait.
Herb saying.
No, Irv is full of shit. Anyway, how about the point where you say, "Oh no, you really in love with her," but how about I am incapable of understanding human emotion? How about I am narcissistic? How about instead of having a real conversation with this woman, I blame everything on her and try to flip everything? See, these are the things
And
that
so
your
the
homeboys.
name of the show is what, Mark?
These are the things that your homeboys don't tell you
The
because
name of
they
the show
can't.
is what, Mark?
Niggas full of shit.
What's the name of the show, Dave?
Are you the problem?
Oh, okay.
You remember what I was saying, G? I had a homeboy saying that his shit was fucked up and he had to realize he was the problem because majority of the time he would put it on her. And when he realized he was the problem.
Oh no, I used to be the problem, baby.
But
I used to be the problem,
but
baby.
it starts with us. Let me take my shit off so I can see a little bit. But it starts with us. I hope the God.
What's going on, caller? Who is this and where you calling from? Caller, what's happening? Who this? Where you calling from? All right, man. You your Page Plus phone. You got to get a minute card or something, man. Who is this? All right,
He gotta get his.
That boy got that young cricket on that motherfucker.
No, that's not crooked.
That ain't
That's not.
cricket.
Oh no, crooked. I'm sorry. I said crooked.
Cricket be shaky as the motherfucker. Like them motherfucking pages and they
Oh, he calling back. He puts the card in. He enter.
What's going on, caller? Who is this and where you calling from?
What up, y'all? It's Julius. I'm calling it.
Julius.
Oh, hey, Julius.
Fall back. Yes, sir, Julius. How you feel, young God?
Man, I'm all right, man. How y'all feeling?
Man, what you just woke up out the bed, man? You sound like you in the bed.
Man, that's
bro.
Julius'
That's
voice,
his
man.
sexy voice.
Oh, because Mimi here. That's
No,
oh, I
no,
forgot.
he working.
Julius is on punishment. He can't talk to me until I see what he look like.
And
You
you heard
trying to see my handles, right? You trying to see what I'm about. You
Oh
want to
no,
know who I
I asked
am?
him 4
put
weeks
my
ago.
bus
I
back
don't even wanna
on.
see it
Put the
no more.
bus back on.
You don't
one
even want to
time,
see it no
Julius.
more.
Put my
You
shit
got
back
another
on.
Take them motherfucking glasses off.
Hey, you got another pair? Let me borrow a
The
pair.
God in the building.
He is on punishment.
Julius
Uh-uh.
is in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
No. Go ahead, Julius.
My bad, y'all. Man, me, I'm going to get that. But let me go ahead. Let me get on top of this subject real quick, man. This shit is nothing more than young men need to understand and that we all need to be coming to a sense of what Mimi is really talking about. Y'all niggas is saying this fantasy life of you having your mother basically portray it or project it through her, take care of you. That shit got to stop. 98% of us, we really need therapy, dog.
Ooh.
That was a
We need
mic
to
drop.
sit down.
That was a bomb.
Where is it a mic?
We need to sit down. We need to sit down for real and just be honest with another person that doesn't know us and say, like, look, I'm having a situation because my father left me here to be a man of the household without me knowing what a man is. I'm having a situation because my mom was out here doing whatever behind my dad's back. I'm having these situations because I'm not acknowledging what's going on in the forefront of my mind as opposed to the subconscious actions that I'm putting out here into the world. That's the problem.
You want to
That's
know
the
what the
fucking
bigger problem is, though, Julius? The bigger problem
Yeah.
is most of them don't even realize they got a problem. That's the genesis of all of that shit. So we sit back and we tell people, oh, well, it's time for you to acknowledge that you have a problem. They don't even know that they have the problem to begin with.
You think
so
they
sit?
don't?
No, I
think
know they
some
don't.
do.
I know
Okay, now-
some do,
I think a
but
lot do.
the vast majority, these niggas don't even know that they really got the problem.
I think a lot.
Okay,
they
all right, so
self sabotage and they project
Mm-hmm.
that pain out when they date, when they're with.
But
young
do they
ladies.
know that they have a problem?
I believe
though?
that they do.
Okay.
When you're
Okay,
at war,
so-
these
so-
men are at war with
but-
themselves. You feel that shit. You know
But see,
when
you
you're at
don't.
war
But see,
with
you
yourself.
don't know. You don't know that you actually have the problem.
So
Okay,
how
but
do
with
they
that-
know when they got a
you
problem?
People know when
With
they
the-
fucked up.
the-
You know when you having mental days when you fucked up in your head, or when something is wrong with you on the inside and you don't know what it is and you can't figure that shit out. You are at war within yourself. Whether you
think
know,
most of them
whether
know.
you know that
thing-
shit, or I'm telling you, I'm telling you,
I don't
if you
think
feel
most of them know.
uneasy, if you're agitated, if
I
you
don't
have,
think they know.
okay, can I say this?
I don't.
I'm gonna just say this. Let me get this out. If you feel uneasy, if you're agitated, if you're going through wars in your mind, because that's where the battle takes place, is in your mind. If you going through shit in your mind and you always unsettled, you're irritable, you're moody, you know what I'm saying, you're angry, or you have all these emotions, you don't know where they're coming from, you're at war with yourself. And when you get around people that you love, you tend to hurt them. Instead of loving them, you tend to lash out at your help, you tend to hurt your help, you know what I'm saying. But people need to understand that's what that is. When you feel uneasy, when you don't know what's going on and your emotions are everywhere, that is something you need to go somewhere and sit with yourself, go talk to a therapist. You have an issue. People are going through shit. They have emotional pain. People are mourning. We just had the world change. Nothing is the same anymore. People are going through shit. You're going through shit. If you think you're not, you is.
And I
in
get,
some area.
and
You
I
are.
get
Okay,
all of
so-
that, but
so
it's
let
like
me- let
asking
me-
a crazy person, do they know they crazy?
Everybody ain't
Okay,
that
hold
Somebody-
on,
crazy.
hold
no,
on,
but
hold
what I'm
on,
Everybody ain't
hold
that
on.
goddamn
But what
crazy.
Let
I'm
me get up in
saying,
there.
and
Let me
it's
get up in
not
here.
even
Let me
that
get up in
part.
here.
It's
Sir,
not
cuz,
even
let me
that
get this
part.
up in there. Let me get this up in here. When it comes down to the majority of melanated men out here that are just not coming to these particular nuances of what y'all saying, it's gonna be hard because we've been brought up in this society
And
where
they
it is
think
is
it's
that
cool.
no, hold on. We've been brought up in this society where it is that whatever I'm seeing on the television, that's what I need to project because when I go out here into the world, maybe that might work for me. Whatever environment that I'm in, that I'm just endowing myself with, whatever particular area of interest that I'm looking to, if I dive myself into it hard enough, maybe then I might make something of a man of myself out here in these streets or even in the corporate world. But from the studies that I'm doing and from the people who I'm listening to, man, it's going to take a whole lot more than just us sitting down and having that therapy. We need to put into action as far as like, look, this is what you got to do, brother. I don't know how you're going to end up doing it in the long run, but at least I gave you the foundation break. At least I gave you this particular tool that you can use so that you can go ahead and forward with your life. For example, me, I had to leave Detroit in order to find a better way outside of my own ignorance that I was in. Because being in 5 years of dealing with street mechanics, over here trying to figure out how I'm going to eat my next meal and all this other stuff, that wasn't going to work out for me in the long run by the time I hit, 37, 38, some shit like that. So I came to Maryland. Maryland gave me the opportunity of seeing, like, look, you can do something better as long as you sit down and have a focal point of what it is you need to do. So school got completed. These jobs started coming. The opportunities of other businesses and entrepreneurs and all this other stuff, it just started coming to me. Why? Because I left myself out of that environment that I came up in. That's all you need to realize about us men right now. We have been hurt. We are coming out of that hurt. And in the sense of coming up out of that hurt, we are looking at other fine examples, 7 Mile Radio, Detroit Stand Up, other RB. I just heard a show the other day from 7 Mile Radio, RBW. He was just talking about silver the other day. And I was just thinking about putting my hand up in that so I can convert that back into money for me. You get what I'm saying? I'm looking for better avenues. And as we see more greatness among ourselves, that'll start bringing back what we had before. That's all I'm saying, lady.
So not new question. So even with all of that being said, so a lot of that kind of also goes back to the fact that I feel like a lot of people, they hear good information, but they don't know how to implement it within their lives. So
yeah, because the actions that we want to take, that we look at it in the sense of what's the quickest way to get to it. That's the improbable cause that we should not be looking at. We need to be looking at how that particular information was brought to us, what steps or baby steps need to be taken so that we can understand how that particular interest of area works for us, so that we can properly go into it. We can't get no PPPE, Mom,
We so
from the
used to the
government.
shortcut, the hookup, right?
Yeah,
Everybody want to
yeah.
get straight to it and shit. Everybody want to get the
mean,
microwave hookup.
And I get that part, but see, here's
But
what
no,
I'm saying
but-
about
but-
mental health. When you're dealing with somebody's mental health, and not to say that there's not a shortcut, but what worked for you may not work for me. And how you implement something in your life may not be helpful to implement it in mine. The mechanics of it may not work. The way that you facilitated it may not work because the way that your life works is completely different from mine. So what you
But
see,
still, there's a level of work ethics, regardless of whatever that's needed to get to
Not
that point.
disagreeing
And that's
with
that's
that.
what a lot of people try to jump over.
no, and not disagreeing with that, but I think one of the greatest hindrances with regards to repairing things that are wrong in your life is first being able to identify what's wrong with you. And most people are not even self-assessing, first of all. So if you're not taking self-assessments, then you can't tell me what the fuck wrong with you because you don't know. That's number one. Somebody else can't come into a situation like when you talk to a psychiatrist, you talk to a psychologist. A lot of times they're not telling you what's wrong. They're listening to what you say to be able to identify what exactly is wrong with you. But most of the time you're telling them what's wrong. But you don't know in the beginning. Like when I first started having anxiety attacks, I didn't know what the fuck was wrong with me. I thought I was crazy. Like literally, I thought I was fucking nuts. That was the whole thing. I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm crazy and this is my life and let me just, push on. You know what I'm saying? And you learn how to cope in those things. So I learned how to cope with having anxiety attacks on a regular basis, not knowing what the fuck was wrong with me. I hadn't identified my problem. Going through it once I got older and I got tired of that shit, now I'm looking at it and I'm like, how or when does it happen? Why does it happen? Why is this happening? Whatever the situation is. And that's when I started making changes for me to make me better. But all of that comes with being able to assess you. Most of these people cannot assess themselves because they are not ready to know what the fuck is wrong with them. There's a preparation in figuring out what's wrong with you.
Yeah,
Everybody
and
can't
that
just
comes into the
unleash it.
point. Right, and that comes into the point with you realizing that something just needs to change. This change has already been happening since 2012, y'all. All right, we got that part down. We through with
Who's
that.
changed?
Everybody's changed as far as like what they're going to do to make themselves better or how they can keep going down that rabbit hole. That's what I'm implicating on. What I'm saying is that when it comes down to us in particular, melanated men, I'll keep saying melanated men because I'm not going to portray nobody as being a color outside of what they want to be identified as. We have a very unique case on our hands. You got this choice. This is from what I've been reading through Dr. Francis Wilson. You can either be a boy, you can be a girl, you can be a woman, or you can be all these things, but you can never be a man in this particular operation system that we got going down over here. Now men are standing up and saying, like, yes, you can be a man, but you don't need to be a man in that particular area, in their system, because their own particular system is not even worthy of being called manhood. Now, if you want to go ahead and come over and join us in this melanated gang that we got, do that, but don't be on no bullshit no more. Recognize all the problems that you got and go seek some help, because 9 times out of 10, if you're talking to that sister and you have that inclination of just listening very clearly to what she said to you, and you fall back and do your own work, you do the fucking work for real, then you heal. You can go on about your life. That's where we at, man. Now, Mimi, let me get on your head real quick.
I'm applauding you right now. That was it.
Hold on.
I want him to unpack some more of what he just said.
Listen,
No, I can't, because you already got it. You already got
No,
the
no,
unpack.
no.
It.
It's not necessarily specifically for me. However, like say if you make a statement and then it's kind of like a generalization, so it's still kind of wrapped up in what you're talking about, and I'm not necessarily understanding exactly what you're talking about. So that's
you
a
didn't
little
get none of what he just said.
It's not the fact that I didn't get none of what he just said.
What's the question?
What I'm saying is, okay, so you talking about we started to see this change in 2012, and I said, who is we? And I'm trying to figure out who these people are who started to see this change and started to make a change. Who are those people first and foremost? And what was the significance of 2012 that changed so much shit that our community has changed for the better, for the worse, where we're able to identify what our problems are as opposed to the previous 400 or 500 years where we weren't able to identify what our problems were. So what was the significance of 2012?
The significance of 2012, in my view, was the fact that we have more access to the information that we already put out billions of years ago. I'm not going to get into this esoteric talk with y'all, but I'm letting you know. If you put out an image or projection of anything that you want to happen here on this planet, it will come to pass. When you look at a picture of Dr. When you look at a picture of Dr. King, people want to go ahead and do that. When you put up a picture of DMS, I want to do that. When you put up a picture of somebody that has all these qualities that you may want to go ahead and expound on, it could happen. Now, with that video, with these videos that keep dropping, keep coming out, that's the information of change. That's the era or the eon that we in. The information is in your fucking hands. That's what I mean by that, my love. Now, can I get on Mimi here real quick?
Do that. Detroit, stand up. I got
you.
Can
y'all inbox each other?
No. Let the guy go, please.
Okay.
Mimi, you got a right to put me on punishment. But I'm out here working in Maryland, sweetheart. Let me finish real quick. I'm out here making sure that I gotta take care of myself. All right, I'm being honest with you on the air because I feel you on what you be saying. I feel you on that. You don't want no nigga that's gonna be bullshit. You don't want no nigga that's gonna be all out here on some old dumbass fucking shit. And my handles, just to be honest with you, are always being hacked. For me being honest, all right. All of my handles have always been hacked. Every account that I've ever had has always been hacked and taped, and all my pictures been posted somewhere else because here it is. These niggas know that I'm coming for their ass. They know. All right? So, like I say, when I pop up on you on some old personal real shit
I
at
don't
the
like
studio,
pop-ups. I need to see
I
who.
hear you.
I
I hear you.
I'm
I
from
hear
the
you.
hood. I don't do that type
I
of shit.
hear
I
you.
need to know who's coming.
And I
when they
understand
coming.
that. I understand that. I understand that very clear on what you're saying because you are in protection of yourself right now. I get that part.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you for noticing.
Julius,
that.
I'll bury your motherfucking ass. I'm just letting you know. You ain't fucking with me like that. So, I mean, you come. I mean, you ain't got to put G in the picture. You ain't got to put Mark. I got a shovel for you. So you fuck up. I'm putting you in the shovel. Go ahead, brother. Because I'm feeling your energy.
Oh, yeah. But at the same time, I'm trying to make sure that whatever it is that she asks of me, I can provide for that. I can make sure that she is feeling comfortable about the situation that she in. If a woman is uncomfortable about the shit that she going through or the shit that she may want to pursue in, then she's going to have that false negative fucking energy or thought in her head subconsciously every fucking time about any male that she may come across. I've done my fucking homework. Now, one more time, Mimi, I'm going to get to you, all right? Just let it be what it is, all right? You keep being beautiful and do what you do. The rest of y'all, man, I'm not saying that in a sense of where it's disrespect. I really do love y'all. I'm out, man.
Oh,
Vibrations in the building,
love,
man.
brother.
Have a wonderful night.
Keep doing what
Thanks
you
for
doing,
calling
man.
in.
And
All right, man. Love y'all.
Love you too, guy. And that's the energy, the vibration that I like. You know what I'm saying?
I just want everybody to unpack all the shit that they talking about. And I know it's only 2 hours, 3 hours, however long we be on here. I only be here for about 45 minutes.
I got the shit.
So I need
quickly
everybody to
from
unpack.
the God.
No, I need everybody to unpack all that shit.
Sometimes,
because I've been using the internet before 2012. I don't 100% understand.
What he just said.
Me personally. What?
You didn't unpack. I mean,
I'm trying. Listen, when you make a generalization, I'm trying to figure out who the fuck we talking about.
Talking about.
He said melanated people,
right.
and I understand what he's saying.
Which is.
But when
he don't use black.
No, that's fine.
Which I totally understand.
But what I'm saying is, when I say unpack shit, I mean unpack it. Like, who are we talking about? What is the significance?
He's only talking about the people.
What is the significance of that particular year? That's what I'm more concerned with.
And
what
he talking about
of
from his
2012?
studies. He talked about from his studies. He's talking about what he's seen from 2012 up until now. So he's only what this is just me. So what Julius speaking is from life when he caught fire from 2012 up until now. He's saying everything.
Well, that mean me. That don't mean melanated people. That mean me.
Okay, cool. Julius say that means you.
No. It means him, not me.
No. He's saying how I don't think that it's gonna take a 200-year span for us to catch up. I think it's gonna take us maybe about.
But why has it taken us 400 to catch up already?
It's only been 400.
Why is it taking us another 75 to even get it?
Because you're looking at it from years.
What am I supposed to look at?
You're not even supposed to be counting that shit. You're supposed to just be going.
That don't make sense. Why are we using years then?
Because they have used years.
Well, then why are we
don't
talking
use
about
years?
I'm just trying to figure out if we're not using years.
You see how complicated it is? I'm saying
not complicated.
throw away all that shit and just work.
Okay, who doing the work? See, these are the things that I be trying to figure out. Who?
You doing the work, Tiff.
Yeah.
I need you to stop thinking about shit, overthinking shit, and just do it.
Overthink.
But then, goddamn it, we gonna have to leave Tiff behind.
Y'all can't leave me no motherfucking where.
Tiff, we need you to stop thinking.
What's going on, caller? Who is this, and where you calling from?
Man, it's Julius one more time.
Uh-oh.
Look, let me unpack it for you. Now, for real, because I want to make sure this is clear. Let me unpack it for you.
Thank you.
You welcome. You welcome. You ever sit down your child in front of a TV and tell them to watch Sesame Street?
Yes.
Okay. So what characters were they watching on there?
Big Bird, Ernie, the Count, the characters that appear on Sesame Street. Same ones I watched. They got a couple of new ones.
Stop. Now, if you sitting there and you letting your child watch these particular images and they think that is normal in the real world, and they go out there and perceive everybody as those particular animals on this farm that we call Earth, do you think whether or not that 246 years of me being thought like, oh, well, maybe it's okay for me to be treated like a fucking animal. Maybe it's okay for me to fuck my mother, which is the origin of where the word motherfucker really come from.
Yeah.
Maybe it's okay for other people to go out there and look at bums and say to themselves, oh, just because that person didn't do well in life doesn't necessarily mean that they deserve to have another chance at it. Maybe it's okay for that person to look at count and say to themselves, being a pimp really is all right. Maybe it's okay for that person to look at a big, dumb, mammoth fucking creature and not realize that same mammoth elephant creature was something majestic to them way back 10,000, 20,000 years ago. So when I say that the information is in your hands from 2012 all the way up to now, you've got 10 years of information that just keep pouring into your hand. You're not looking for it only because you got to deal with your particular situation at hand. I got to get to work. I got to pick up my son. I got to take care of myself. I got to deal with this fuck nigga over here. I got to make sure that I get to this shit. Do you see where I'm going with this, ma'am?
Only partially.
What
Because
other question do you have?
I'm always trying to figure out, like, when we be starting these conversations. So for me, I feel like everything has to be fluid. When we start the conversations, if we talking about, I'm serious. If we talking about puppies, and then next thing you know, we talking about something else, I'm trying to figure out how this ties into the puppies.
Stop. Now, what I'm saying to you is this. Everybody on this planet has read some form of the Bible. Everybody takes one piece of the Bible and make it work for them, whether it be Proverbs 3:16, whether it be John 3:16, whether it be the chapter of Genesis within itself. But we don't understand the very genius of what that text is really saying about who you are and what you make up of on this planet and other galaxies in between. Okay? You need to slow down and do a little bit more homework. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm suggesting. Do a little bit more homework as opposed to saying, I need you to unravel that for me. No, woman,
I'm not
you've
supposed to
already
do
got
the
unraveled.
homework. You the one who said what you said. So I'm asking you to unpack what you said. What I asked was for you to unpack how one thing had anything to do with the other.
And I just explained it to you by telling you that sometimes when you hear a nursery rhyme and you got these 1,000 image pictures that's just running through your entire psyche, but you don't know how to connect that puzzle together to see the complete picture, you're going to keep falling into that deficit of, whoa, maybe I really don't see you. Maybe I don't know exactly what this picture is really about. Let me go back and break down the puzzle again to see if I can get a different outlook on that image. That's one of the problems, the projection of what we have been perceived as, the projection of what we have been told to be, the projection of somebody else's faults and their own bullshit putting on us. That's all I'm trying to get to you, man. That's all I'm giving.
Now, what we were initially kind of kicking it about was what the issue was with regards to black men and how it ties into the way that they treat black women.
Pause.
You were saying with regards to you might see something on TV and think that's what you're supposed to be. What I was saying was, personally, I don't think most of them know they have a problem. And a lot of the times, the reason why they don't understand why they don't understand that they have a problem is because they don't understand that they have a problem, because what they're doing, the bullshit that they do, seems normal to them. That's what I was saying.
Okay, well,
but I was just trying to figure out how it all tied into each other.
It's just about how the image is being presented. You can't take away 5,000 years of somebody's memorial records and not distort them without them actually understanding exactly that line of royalty, that line of lineage, that line of everything that their families have put into them, all into that one person. And that person not particularly pursue that greatness again or just drop it and let it go. That's our problem as melanated men right now. We are taking our time to figure out who are we going to be and what projection that we're going to take into the future, because it's always going to be a thing where it is, have we got back home clean? Are you going to return home clean to your mom or your dad or whatever higher source that you believe in? Can you get home clean? If not, your ass got to come right back here and do this shit all over again. All right, so now I'm going for real. Let me eat. Let me go ahead and get something to eat. Then we got to get back to that.
Love you, guy. Hold it down, guy.
Love y'all. All right. Later, baby.
Energy. I like that energy. I like Tiff. I like Julius. That's a beautiful thing. And when Tiff was talking about, like, what I do is kind of like every month I self-evaluate myself to the point where, like, I kind of break myself down and put everything over there and be like, how can I build myself back up to be even God more like? Most motherfuckers don't do that. So I'm thinking we going to the jazz in the park. I'm telling everybody, let's at 6 o'clock we gonna do this. Dave go this way, Beautiful go that way, Courtney go this way, and so I'm looking like my formation is fucked up. So I'm getting on them, and I'm evaluating the situation. I'm like, no, nigga, if you running this ship, you the problem. What the fuck? Why they can't get on the ship right? What have you been doing this month to the point where Dave is not lined up, Beautiful not lined up, Courtney not lined up, Rita not lined up? What did you do this month, Dave, to fuck this shit up? And I had to look at it like Courtney skirting off. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Why the fuck you going up at Russell Woods? It's 1,000 people up there. I had to break down myself and strip down myself to be like, Dave, how do you build this shit up to the point where this shit is unstoppable? Because my shit was breaking down. And I had to put the blame on me because my shit was fucked up. So with all that, so I can't tell, and no, I can't tell the next brother to break their shit down. Motherfuckers ain't gonna break their shit down because motherfucker, bitch, why the fuck I gotta break my shit down?
Most people are not ready to self-assess. And that's kind of the problem.
And Tiff, that's why I had to, going through therapy, I had to get out that shit. That shit wasn't for me. Because what they was doing, this is me, Tiff.
No, I'm listening.
What I thought they was doing was, I thought the woman was attacking me every time.
That's a problem.
And so when I felt that, I'm like, okay, I self-evaluate myself every time because I'm rethinking my thinking every single day. And I'm going to the gym, breaking my body down every day, trying to get my shit right. So when I stepped away from it, she like, David, did I do anything? And so I'm talking to Poochie, I'm talking to Marty, I'm talking to my brothers, and they building me up. They're like, Dave, you already on your shit. Get on your shit even tougher.
It's not, and I'm just saying this from a personal standpoint, from the outside looking in. But I think anytime, and this is again personal,
right?
I think anytime a black man goes to see a therapist, I think what he needs to do is he needs to find a really good, solid, mentally stable black male therapist.
They told me I was already doing that shit before that,
but
and I didn't know that.
But it's not always okay. So let me say this: therapists are not supposed to tell you what to do.
No,
or couples therapy where you have a couple that can give
I did that. I did that, Mimi.
But it's
but
more,
they was like
they supposed to get you to talk to the point where you are fixing you. That's the difference. But if they're telling you what to do, they might be the wrong therapist.
Poochie, Abdul and Milk was telling me, Dave, you was already because I did that shit secretly. I'm like, all right, bet. Everybody talk about this shit. Let me do this shit. Milk, Poochie, and Abdul was like, nigga, you was already doing that shit ahead of time.
But see, the thing about it is sometimes you need to unpack shit that most people would not be able to understand. So it's some things that may have happened in my life that I don't feel like it's your business, or your business. Right. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. If you in a space and it is a truly safe space for you to be able to communicate with somebody, minus the judgment, minus the judgy eyes, minus the, oh, well, let me tell you how you can fix, or let me tell you what you should have did. Those are different things. I think that all people need to have a therapist, just somebody to kick it with who is not
unbiased opinion.
Period. At the end of the day, I don't think it's anything wrong with it. I think that the majority, no. I think that, to be honest with you, every single solitary black person needs to have a therapist, a group therapist.
What if you're able to break down your own self?
Everybody is not able to unpack that kind of shit. Because see, here's the deal. So I might be able to look at myself and I might be able to see what's wrong with me in one area. You might be able to see what's wrong with me in another area. You see what's wrong with me in another area. You see something else. You see something else.
That's too many areas, though.
No,
Tiff.
it's not. How many areas of your life are there?
It should be only if you got 1,000 areas, Tiff.
There are 1,000 different
you can't
areas.
build them shits up like that.
No, the idea is not that you are rebuilding everything every day. The idea is that you take one thing.
It's gonna take too long, Tiff.
No, it doesn't. Because one thing usually fixes something else.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I got
so
you.
you go into something and you kind of open up one box. You don't open up all of them.
I got out that shit.
That shit will probably cause you to have a fucking breakdown.
That because I looked at that shit. I looked at that shit. I was like, this now, because I'm self-transparent. When I talk to Poochie, Abdul, and Milk, and I'm throwing their names out there. When I talked to them about that shit, they was like, Dave, that shit ain't for you. Because I already knew that shit, but I was just.
But what if there's a bias for them against therapists?
No, Milk goes. I'm just throwing Nick's names out there.
Milk goes to church on Sundays.
He goes through it. I don't go through it, but it's different, and other dudes go through it.
That's exactly what the fuck I was talking about.
For me,
you don't think you go through certain shit, and the fact of the matter is,
because the shit don't bother me, Tiff.
No, but you don't think it bothered you. But the fact of the matter is, you probably got 20 different clinical diagnoses that you have no motherfucking idea about because you think don't shit bother you.
I don't attach myself to that shit,
and it
though,
don't make
Tiff.
no difference. Okay?
I don't attach myself to that shit because once you attach yourself to shit, it becomes you. I leave that shit where it is, and I keep it moving.
I know it's a whole lot of paranoid schizophrenics who didn't attach themselves to paranoid or schizophrenic, and now they motherfucking
and it's a lot of shit going on
thinking that they can fly.
Right.
And when they jump out them goddamn windows
they fall
and figure out that they ain't got no damn wings, they hitting the ground like a motherfucker. Ain't nothing wrong at all with you going to see somebody to unpack your shit.
It ain't for everybody.
Okay, well then don't let it be
ain't
for everybody. Go to
I got out that shit. I'm cool. I was like, this is what I need to do. I'm gonna continue on doing what I need to do and everything.
And I'm not mad at nobody who don't go. But what I'm saying is, I honestly believe that most people need to.
Some people only God can help, but nowadays y'all don't believe.
They don't believe in God.
So good luck, more power to you. I don't know what to tell you.
So yeah, they gonna stay fucked for the rest of their life, and they gonna continue to put this shit on it.
No, therapists.
They gonna continue. They gonna continue to put this shit out in the world because we have a whole lot of shit going on. We don't have an understanding of because we look at the complete picture and think, oh, okay, well, I get it. But what you're not understanding is the most important part of the picture is not the motherfucking entire picture. It's the flower in the corner. That was the whole idea. That was the genesis of the picture. Okay, and if you didn't look at that one thing, you fucked everything else up.
You make a beautiful picture. And I had to tell Mrs.
Okay. Well, you just enjoy the picture.
I had to tell Mrs. such and such.
Mrs. Fields.
Mrs. Wells. Mrs. Wells. I had to tell Mrs. Wells, you make a beautiful picture, difficult in what it was.
Or maybe you just wasn't ready.
No, I'm cool with it, cause now what I'm doing now is way different than what I'm doing now. So I'm waking up, I'm talking to God like I've already been doing. Miss Wells wake up at 9, 10 o'clock. I'm waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning talking to God. Rejuvenating my body like, all right, I got this shit. And so once I keep talking to myself like I've been doing from 19, 18, 20, 21, when I keep doing that shit become a pattern, and I'm talking to God, and God is just like, bro, roll with me.
My biggest problem is you think ain't shit wrong with you, but realistically speaking, like, there really
ain't shit wrong with me.
Wrong with you.
No, ain't shit wrong with me.
You're you genuinely. But you are not the best you that you can be.
I'm talking to God like, God, rejuvenate my body. Rejuvenate this. Redo this. Can't nobody else do nothing for me but him. So if I lean on him.
Or what if he's seeing somebody to do something for you and you too prideful? You too prideful.
Tiff already went through that.
Full of pride.
I already went through that.
Just saying.
I just went through that.
I know, but I'm saying sometimes pride won't allow you to complete the task.
When somebody's always trying to break you down, and God,
it's not about breaking you down. It's about opening you up.
God ain't gonna open you up. God gonna heal
don't open you up.
No, God gonna heal you. Because all you gotta do is ask you, what's wrong with you? I'm hurt. Why you hurt? All right, bet. Let's go.
And you think it's that fucking simple?
God is simple.
You do.
Yes.
You believe that God is that simple?
Yeah, God is that simple. You make God difficult what is.
Nah.
I don't know about that.
All right.
I'm just saying personally, for me.
For you.
For me, I don't put shit on nobody else.
Right.
Y'all can take it or leave it. You can run with it. You can drop it in the toilet. You can do whatever you please. What I'm saying is, personally, for me, it's always good to be able to go and talk to God and say, you know what, Lord, these are the things that I'm feeling. Okay, well,
is God
I'm
difficult to you?
I'm gonna send you what it is that you need. Now, sometimes you will sit back and you be like, not today. I'll do it next Tuesday.
You tell God not today?
You ain't never told God not today?
I don't never tell God not today.
So we gonna lie and say God in the same sentence.
I'm saying I don't never.
We gonna lie and say God in the same sentence.
If God send me some shit, I'm not gonna say not today.
We gonna lie and say God in the same in one.
God body.
I'm gonna say God and cuss in the same sentence. God gonna send you some shit.
Look,
ain't that some bullshit?
God ain't gonna send me no shit.
I didn't say it, God.
No, only I can say that. You probably can't say that because you ain't got the relationship with God that I got.
How you know?
Say God and shit.
God and shit.
Okay, God and shit. I can say that. The only reason why he said that shit because I pushed him to say that shit.
How you say it?
Say God and shit.
I say God shit, motherfucker,
Okay,
goddamn.
cool,
I done read it
all
3
right,
times.
I'm just
I
saying.
can tell you some shit that
Mimi,
you don't
say
know.
God and shit.
I'm not.
There we
because
go.
I love
G,
him too much.
say God and shit. G ain't gonna say he's soft field, so he ain't gonna say that shit. And the Lions are they winning?
My thing is this.
Stop changing the subject.
I'm just saying.
Fucker.
I push God to the
Ain't he
point.
a motherfucker?
I'm just saying.
But he think that
Class
everything
act,
is
boy.
A100.
I'm just because I'm gonna
20,
keep
65.
speaking it and keep speaking it and keep speaking it and keep. I don't care. Look, I'm the crazy motherfucker over here.
Yes, you crazy. But I'm crazy too,
No,
so don't feel bad.
I'm crazier, but crazy is the new intelligent. So I'm intelligent over here.
I know I'm super intelligent and I know I'm fucking retarded. But go ahead. I mean, as it is.
That's all
and
I'm
it's
saying.
nothing wrong with one way or the other. You decide you want to go see a therapist, that's fine. But I think most people need to go see a fucking therapist because there is something innately wrong with believing. Like, here was a good one. There was a lady, she came on. She was a historian, and one thing that she was talking. We're not talking about the football game.
Yes, ma'am.
One thing that she kind of marked was one thing that African Americans do as opposed to other people is we'll give our kids a backhanded compliment.
What's the back? Oh, unpack that.
Okay, so like,
Don't know what the
say
fuck
if
that
somebody
means.
comes and somebody is like, oh my God, you know, your kids are so well mannered and blah, 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 this, that, and the third. Instead of just saying thank you and keeping it pushing, yeah, my kids are awesome, and keep it pushing, what we have a tendency to do as black people is we'll turn around and be like, ooh, girl, they wonderful, but let me tell you, sometimes
You do that?
they admit, yeah.
Okay, I don't do that shit. I receive that shit. You hold on, G. Do you do that shit?
I probably have one.
Okay,
Twice.
it's coming to Mimi because Mimi gonna get one. And I don't give a fuck what
Get
she
one
talking
what?
about. Yeah. But anyway, Mark, do you do that shit?
Do I do what?
Backhanded compliments.
I can't say that I do.
Okay, I don't do that shit. Whatever you
probably
call,
don't pay attention
whatever
to the
you
fact
call
that you do
it,
it, but a lot of
Dave,
times, most of
that's
us
what
do.
it is.
A lot of times, so if somebody call him a
Especially
motherfucker, that's
No,
what it is.
I shut that bitch down. What we doing? That's God over the day. What we doing? God. I shut that shit down quickly.
So what they were basically saying is we have a tendency to give our kids backhanded compliments. The reason why we do it is really generational. So we do it. We've been doing it since slavery. Instead of when the master come to us and be like, "Ooh, that boy really growing and he getting along
That's like saying
just
you're
fine."
real pretty for a black
So
girl.
Dave don't never do that. I don't never do that shit. I'm
Nah,
just.
no.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mark don't
They
do that
say,
shit. I don't do.
"Oh,
Gee,
you
stop
know,
doing
they-
that shit.
At least
They-
I can't think of an instance where I do. If I
Mimi
do,
is
it's
coming.
It's not intentional.
Yeah,
It's
throw
But
Mimi
but
up
it's
on the
something
bus.
that most of the time
That baby
parents
coming.
don't think about.
Her man coming.
We don't think about
Oh,
the
especially
fact
not
that
when
we
my
be
kid,
like,
my son.
oh,
Yeah, your son.
they busy.
No.
Oh, they good, but
So-
they busy. Is a lot of the times we don't take the compliment as being exactly what the fuck it is. You did a good goddamn job raising your kid.
So you do that
We
too?
go back and we'll turn around and say, oh, but they busy. But the reason why
do that too?
you gonna let me finish my thought, or y'all gonna keep on?
Ain't no y'all. He did it.
It's
I
just
know
me.
he started,
It's me. It's just me.
but he keep on getting people to shake their head.
I just
Stop
need
talking
you
to him.
don't do that then.
Anyway, but the reason why a lot of people do it because they turn around, and when we were in the fields, they used to say good things about our kids, and we didn't want them to take them away. So we've been doing it for so fucking long, and it's the same thing with a whole lot of shit that we do. We've been doing this shit for so fucking long in so many different forms that it has become us.
To the point where Dave don't do that shit. Mark don't do that shit. G, you do. G, stop doing that shit. Tiff, stop doing that shit. So we removed that. So it's gone. Am I right? So we done talking. That's how the therapist didn't do that shit with me.
Your therapist is not supposed to do it.
You supposed to. If
Your
you,
therapist is supposed to
your
maybe
therapist
open
is
you
supposed
up.
to speak life into
your
me.
therapist is supposed to open you up.
Open
So
me
you
up and
understand what's wrong with you.
give me what
she
I
don't
need.
need to know. She
Well,
got
then-
her motherfucking degree. You the one retarded.
So all she doing is getting paid. Am I right?
Damn.
Not retarded.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. That's
So
what it is.
you dealing with a
it don't
therapist.
have nothing to do with them.
You
A
dealing with a
therapist
therapist
that'll
that doesn't
listen.
speak
That's
life
all
into
they
you.
there to
Yeah, they
do.
listen.
They supposed to
To
listen
listen.
to the shit that you say,
pick
and
up
then
on
when
keywords.
they're
Oh, talk
done
about that, yeah.
listening to the shit that you have to say, they can make an assessment.
So why they don't speak life back into you and
it's
say,
not their
It's not
job.
their job.
fuck them then. I hope they die. All therapists die. Call her, how you doing? And I hope you, I swear to God you ain't a
Please
therapist.
don't be a therapist.
Who? Yeah.
I'm not no therapist.
Thank
This G
God.
Scott.
Who is this?
This G Scott.
G. Scott.
Hey, G.
Hey, can you do that for me? Me.
He got a girlfriend. I can't do that.
No, you can say Gregory. Okay.
Don't say Gregory.
G. Hey,
No,
G.
all I wanted to comment on was, Dave, I went to a therapist,
Okay, cool.
and I needed it for one reason. I need to let go of what I need to let go.
Right.
How long did you go?
I went to look during the time that I needed it during my marriage. I tell you this, it was a time where I didn't have no one to call.
Oh,
It was a time where I let my mind take me,
Yeah.
and so I made that push to say, hey, let me find somebody who don't know me so I can get this out.
Yes.
what made you realize that something was wrong?
Thank you, Mimi.
What made me?
Yeah.
Shoot. Man, I'm gonna put it out. I hate to put it out there, but when I tried to, take my own life.
Facts. But you know what? And this is kind of where I stand as far as that's concerned, G. I think we have gotten to the point where we let it go so far and we let shit fester for so fucking long that we're at that point before we even go see anybody, or we're beyond that point. Because I know a lot of people who didn't have the inclination to go see a therapist before they got to that point. You know what I'm saying? And everybody thinks that little shit don't add up. But little shit does add up. It don't have to be the fact that, oh, well, they killed themselves because their car broke down. It don't have to be the fact that they needed to go see a therapist because of the end of their marriage. It don't have to be that. It can be the little shit that you have compartmentalized. You put the shit into boxes. You put it up on the shelf to deal with another day, and then one day that whole motherfucking shelf falls. All that shit falls out.
Why
and
you
now
didn't,
your
why you
ass-
didn't break the shelf down while you was in the process of doing that
so
shit?
that brings me to this, because it brings me to this. Then I feel like everybody needs to be working on themselves, because you never know what point someone is at in their lives, and you may be that person that pushed them over the edge. They may already be over that motherfucking edge, and you might be that person that they blow the fuck brains out. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like people, and that brings me back to a conversation that we had earlier. Oh, you DMXing it, and you did it. Well, damn, Raph and Raph. I mean,
Look,
if you hold
I'll
on,
put it-
no, because I done let all these motherfuckers speak for a long time. I've been sitting up here quiet. I know you called in, but it's okay. You gonna get a chance to talk. But I just feel like that we are way too hard on people a lot of the times, and then we want people to have compassion when it comes to us. Like, nah, You can't you you DMXing it and this and this. But when I talk to you respectfully, you still feel like you feel the need to be overly aggressive and to disrespect me, even though I'm showing you respect personally. When I look you as a man, I'm showing you respect, but you still feel like just because I am assertive and I talk with authority, then that gives you a right to disrespect me. I feel like we all need to go somewhere, sit the fuck down and look in the mirror and figure out what the fuck going on with our own selves instead of always trying to worry about what the fuck going on with other people, because a lot of the times when we have these conversations, we're not listening to honestly reply and to really understand where people are coming from. We're answering to be right and to be correct, and that's why I just start shutting the fuck up and I just let people talk, because this world is so fucking crazy and people are going through so much. Just like you said, you tried to take your own life. I know how that feels. I know what that feels like on numerous occasions. I identify, and I really appreciate you being vulnerable. That really means a lot. But at the end of the day, treat people with respect. You never know where they is. Be nice to them. Smile. Just throw them a random smile in the grocery store. Have compassion. Just try to. If you don't, just give a motherfucker the benefit of the doubt. It's not gonna kill you. It's not gonna kill you. It's not. Right. But I really do feel like that at the end of the day, it's just motherfuckers just not being compassionate to one another. Not thinking that somebody needs to be compassionate to you, but you don't need to be compassionate to nobody the fuck else. Thinking that somebody needs to understand your black ass, but you don't need to understand them and where they coming from over here. I'm sick of that shit. Go ahead, talk. Say what y'all need to say.
I give a prime example there. I get off. I work at a bar at the well, right? I got this one gentleman, he comes in every time. I noticed this guy just standing there by himself. He bawling out, crying. So I'm like, what's going on, bro? He like, man, I can't do it no more. I just can't. I said, what you can't do? He's like, I got no family. My family not paying me no attention. Everything in his mind, he letting it out to me. So I'm like, you can't think this way. You can't. You cannot. It's like, you need any help? It's like, no, I just wanna take myself out of it. I was like, no, I don't think that way. I had to basically help him, let him know I've been in your situation. I've been there. And what I told him, I want to see you next Saturday. This guy comes to the well every Saturday now.
Every Saturday is next Saturday. Thank you.
Just because you were what? You were human enough to identify and understand and to hear him out and not to argue with him about what the fuck his problem is.
So, Dave, nothing wrong with a therapist. It's not. It doesn't make you look like you retarded or less of a man. It's just an avenue where shit that you got bottled in, you can let out. Some of the stuff that you got bottled in, Dave, you can't let out yet. Yeah, God gets you through everything, but it's some little stuff that you not ready to confess, to give out. You can go to someone who don't particularly know you, that you can just let it all out. And that's what it was for me. And bro, I'm telling you this, I'm such a better man than I am now than what I was back then. My cousin can tell you. I've been to him, been talking to him. My cousin can tell you, I've been there at that route. My mindset was there. If it wasn't for me just taking that chance to just say, go to someone who don't know me and just let me pour it all out. Yes, I went to God and got on my knees and prayed, but I also went to that therapist to just let it all out.
And
dude, I'm such a better man. I'm such a better man than what I was back then. I give honor to God and that therapist too. It was a black man, a black gentleman who just let me vent, who let me get it all out. And I needed it.
They get it better. And that's the reason why I said what I said. I think they get it better. I think because your stories kind of line up the same, they understand what you might be going through or how you might be feeling. When you go to somebody who really, their story is not like nothing like yours. You know what I'm saying? Like I've had 2 white female therapists and I've had 1 black guy therapist, and our stories never match. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, our stories are never going to fucking line up because you're never going to be able to really understand what it is that I go through.
You had a black therapist.
Yes.
And it's awesome. And I all I can say is I feel like I'm super transparent as far as any and everything that I went through. But I just appreciate other people being transparent. That right there is a testimony in and of itself.
I mean, I'm not ashamed to say it because I want somebody to pick that up.
Hell
and be like, hey, G, you went through that too, G? Yeah, man, how did you get over it?
Hell
how did you overcome it? Then I'm going to give them that knowledge that I took.
that I've learned what to do. Because I guarantee you, my message gonna help somebody.
Yeah. And
So it's
I think
nothing
it's
wrong,
amazing.
Dave. There's nothing wrong with it. Trust me.
Dave done
You know
ran
me.
off. Right. Dave went to go pee. He'll be back.
He on the shitter.
Leave it to Mimi ass to say he on the shitter.
I'm a better. Man, my mindset is so much better now. You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me what type of man I am because I look at you dumbfounded like, okay, you can go down the street and talk that mess. I know who I am.
Agree. I definitely do. I agree, and I appreciate you just saying that shit because sometimes I be feeling like I'm on a fucking what is that shit, an island. Sometimes people would just sit there and they'll look at me like, oh, okay, right, you are crazy.
Yeah,
don't worry about
everyone
it.
Needs to
you
hear
by
it.
yourself.
To me, I feel like it needs to be like if someone on the block that everybody thinks is Superman, nothing goes wrong with him. Bullshit. There's something wrong with that dude. He got something that's going on. He just hold that up because his pride, like you said. That pride, look, fellas, if y'all listening, man, let that pride go, please.
Pride before destruction.
That pride gonna bury you. That pride gonna bury you. I'm telling you.
Sometimes people just need to know that they not alone and they not the only one going through stuff. You know what I'm saying? And just to piggyback off of what you're saying, sometimes we do look at the strong person and we think that they got it all together, but sometimes that's the weakest person. That's the person that's fighting the most to hold it all together. And you know, and that's the person that usually always goes through the most, helps everybody, and then when they need the help, they got to go find the help for themselves, get the help themselves. So you know, sometimes people just need to know that they're not going through stuff alone, and they need to be appreciated and to not just be considered. And just because you're strong or you're considered strong doesn't mean that you don't feel anything. You still feel. You're still human. You just handle it a different way. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that people just need to get to a different understanding with one another and be humble. Be humble.
That's
because
your
your life can change in a blink of an eye. You can be okay right now, but you can be fucked up tomorrow. So just really, life is really a blessing. It's a blessing if you still here. It's a blessing if you're breathing. It's a blessing if you get to stand at the bus stop because at least you got legs to walk up to that motherfucker. You get what I'm saying? It's a blessing if you may not have no house to eat your food in, but if you got some food, at least you got some tongue and some teeth to chew and to chew that motherfucker. See, we got to really get down to being grateful and having gratitude for what the fuck we got. This world got us fucked up thinking that this materialistic shit is where it's at, and we fucked up our souls, our spirit, our minds is fucked up, and we trying to figure out what's wrong because the shit that we trying to buy or we spending or we using or the people that we fucking on is not helping us. Okay, and we need to really wake the fuck up. It's really deeper than what we really realize. But I'm gonna leave it right here. It really is. It really is. And people really not ready for the conversation. That's why I don't like to speak on it because it's really what would it say? We wrestle not against flesh and blood.
That fact.
But
it's not against flesh and blood, baby. It's a spiritual battle that's going on until you realize that you're gonna be fucked up until you leave up out of here.
But it's people like you guys who have this platform that can do it. Dave, I get how you are, man of God. I get it, but bro, we don't know how you are when you go home.
I'm transparent.
You gotta take that in. We don't know how you go home.
And when you lay
I'm
head down,
I'm basically coming out and tell you how I was, where I was at. Bro, I took that plunge, almost. But something in my mind, God was there. And then my mind say, you gotta get this help, Gregory. In order to be better, you got to. Because if I wouldn't have, man, I wouldn't be talking to y'all.
And that's
I wouldn't be looking at my daughters. And it's a lot of men and women that are going through it. Like Mimi said, it's about them buying material shit. It's a lot of motherfuckers that's fucked up that keep buying this material shit, trying to show that nothing's wrong with them.
Lies. All that. I
think there's nothing but a facade
I think
to me.
we need to do a whole show on this.
Yes.
That's what I think.
If y'all let me know, I want to come on that show.
Come on, nigga, you ain't coming. You ain't coming, nigga.
Don't do me like that.
G coming.
Getting that
Don't do me like
bad.
that.
Hey, listen. Listen,
Don't do me like
whenever
that.
we do that whole
Especially
show,
on
I
something
know
this-
they want y'all
on-
to come or want you to come.
He
My
gotta
thing is
come. I'm
on
sure he got a
something
powerful testimony
on
that somebody needs
something
to hear.
that, like this, on something like that, I want to be a part of that.
Amen.
Well, thank you so
Thank
much,
you,
Gregory.
G.
We got to wrap this shit up. You know it's time for
I
us to
know,
get the
I
fuck
know,
up
I
out of
know.
here. But we appreciate you
Yeah.
being vulnerable and being transparent. And
Most
I believe
definitely.
that you helped somebody and somebody heard it that really needed to hear it. So we really appreciate you.
I hope so.
Yes. Thank you so much. I hope you
Hey,
enjoy
love
your
y'all,
weekend.
man.
Yeah.
Love you
yeah.
too, G.
I got cars details, so you already know.
I need my car detailed. I'll text you later.
You
I need
know
my
what to do.
newsstand detailed as well.
You know,
We all be on our way over.
get at me,
Right,
man.
look, we gonna have a
That'd be-
line.
We're going to get
Get
hibachi,
at
then
me.
we're going to get details.
Exactly. Sound
Bet,
like a plan.
bet. I'm with it. Love y'all, man.
Love you too.
Bro.
Yeah.
Man. So I guess this is it. This is it for we out of time.
We out of time.
Is that what I'm getting? We out of time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's that show at the end? They be like, take some time. Is that Jerry Springer? To take to take care of yourself and each other. Y'all ain't never watched Jerry
Never
Springer?
watch it.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Take
think
some
It was
time.
either him or Mr. Rogers. I know
To
it was.
take care
I
of
know it was a
yourself.
white guy.
It was Jerry Springer.
Definitely not Mr.
When he did the
Rogers.
final thoughts, and when he did the final thoughts,
Take some
Jerry
time,
Springer
take
said,
care of
"Take care of
yourself
you
and
and each other."
Right.
I'm singing
Yeah.
the song in
Hey,
my
man.
head.
Thanks for coming
Fuck
out. God
Jerry
bless you.
Springer,
Good night.
man.
Thank you.
Man, he
We gonna
had
do
us on
Russell Simmons.
tips for the longest. We fuck with Jerry, all right? He was for the culture for the longest. But that's our motherfucking time. We about to get up out of here. We hope y'all have a beautiful and safe weekend. Wear a motherfucking rubber, okay? Because we ain't got time to see y'all at
Shoot
the
the
clinic
club up.
Monday or 2 weeks from now morning.
5 days.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
5
ain't got
days.
time for that. So make sure y'all use a rubber
Bang,
and
bang.
just not raw, rubber,
Raw.
rubber.
Raw.